Series with the Rangers tonight. Sonny Gray on the mound, first pitch at 7:10. I have boots on the ground there at Fenway saying there are a good amount of Scottish people there enjoying the game. John Henry's dream coming true. Tourists going to Fenway Park because, well, the regular fans don't really want to go anymore. The NFL has concluded that there was insufficient evidence to support a finding of a personal conduct policy violation for free agent wide receiver Stephon Diggs. This comes a month after Diggs was found not guilty in court on charges that alleged he assaulted a private chef last year. Diggs has been linked to several teams as a possible fit in free agency. That includes the Chiefs, Commanders, and Ravens. Denver Broncos linebacker Jonathan Cooper has been arrested for the second time in a week and faces 4 new charges after violating a protection order from last week's domestic violence arrest. The Carolina Hurricanes are 1 win away from the Stanley Cup following a 4-2 victory last night over the Vegas Golden Knights. Game 6 will be Sunday in Vegas, and World Cup action today. Canada and Bosnia and Herzegovina, their Group B matchup ended in a 1-1 draw. Tonight in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, or Los Angeles Stadium, it's Team USA taking on Paraguay at 9 o'clock. Sports Hub headlines are brought to you by Safety Insurance, providing comprehensive coverage for your auto, home, and business. Ask your independent agent about safety. I'm Kevin Majori on Boston's Home for Sports 98.5 The Sports Hub. Joe Murray has you next in a half hour.
Boston Talk Sports.
Break me.
We all know what, but we won't say what. Yeah, worst take on these airwaves in the last 24 hours.
We may not take a call today.
The Sports Hub.
Here! Show. There's a 2-mile wait to get past the damn green line.
Anyone who gets hit by a bear in the neighborhood, call Joe Murray.
I happen to trust Joe Murray.
First time I ever met Joe Murray was at a Hooters.
Welcome in 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray here on a Friday night. Where would you rather be? I see you guys laughing back there, and I don't even know. Was it me? Was it you? Hey, ha, 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 let's laugh all night together. Here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. It's Friday. You know, what could be going on tonight, you know? I was driving through the mean streets of Waltham on my way over. I saw people in their pools. I saw people looking to go to the beach. I saw coolers being stacked. I saw the bars on Moody Street packed. And I'm like, what is going on today? And oh, what do I remember? Team USA Soccer will play tonight. I believe that we can win. I believe that we can win. Team USA Soccer tonight. 9 o'clock will be when the kickoff is. Or the kickstart. Kickoff?
Sure.
What do you call it, Skaz? Seriously.
Kickoff.
Kickoff. Okay, thank you. Cook-off for that one is at 9 o'clock tonight. Hey, we're going to do a watch-along party. So go get, while you're out and about, go pack your cooler and grab your food that you would like. I stopped and got myself some Market Basket on the way over here today as well. It is sweltering hot out there. It's Friday night. It's hot. But we got your takes here on 98.5 The Sports. I'm 617-779-0985. That's the phone number. Just call. Hey, what's up? Put you on hold. We'll talk. We're on YouTube as well. The YouTube was ready for us. I heard people were wondering if we were even going to be here tonight. Because we are. And, well, people were wondering, and now we're on. Matt's in there. He's always wondering where we're at. We got Seaside, we got Griffin, we got the guys in there, and you can just go to youtube.com and search 98.5 The Sports Hub. And boom, you'll see the show. So where to start tonight? I just listened to Matt McCarthy surgically destroy the Boston Red Sox with so much ammunition that I don't even know if there's anything left for me, if there's any more meat on that bone. But I guess the question now is, after a report today by Sean McAdam over at Mass Live, there's no way that Craig Breslow will make it past this season. So, like, if that's the deal, what are we doing here? I agree with that take. And the other thing is, like, I don't know. Breslow, to me, seems like a guy that the rest of the league doesn't want to deal with. Like, they're going to try to get one over on him at the trade deadline. Like, those are the only people I feel like that are going to work with Breslow. And maybe other people will be in the mix, part of ownership, whatever. But I was reading this from McAdam, and there's a couple of things I wanted to get into here. But Breslow now appears as though he'll be on the job at the deadline, and doesn't mean he'll have carte blanche, far from it. Ownership could well tell Breslow that he won't be allowed to buy in early August, which could eliminate the possibility that the CBO could make a move that would enhance his own standing while damaging the team situation in the future. Conversely, Breslow could be given the green light to sell off some attractive assets. Aroldis Chapman, Sonny Gray. But when the Red Sox sold John Lester and John Lackey back in 2014, it was with the understanding that the Sox would get back established big leaguers in exchange. Woof. They got Alan Craig, Joe Kelly, and Yoenis Cespedes. At that time, ownership didn't want to sell the idea of a multi-year rebuild, believing that the fan base was too impatient, to say nothing of the ramifications for the following season ticket sales and NESN ratings. I'm just thinking back to last year. Crochet wins game 1. They beat the Yankees. They have a chance to move on. They lose the next 2 games. The reason why they lost those 2 games was because they had no pitching. The offseason happens. They add more pitchers, Ranger Suarez. They do lose Bregman, which was huge. But they added. But where were the bats? They thought that they could be a pitching and defensive team. And it's really come to get them now. Like that right there. I don't have to talk about the communication or the injuries or what ownership does. All I have to leave you right there is they made the decision to go with pitching and defense. And with 96 games to go, it was a horrific decision. It's fireable. So why wait? I know I mentioned the 96 games, but are they really going to turn it around in that time space? It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. And how did we get here would be a really big question. And I think they just believed in what they believed in their analytics and their system. But I don't want people to forget that moving on from Alex Cora, I still think it was the right move. And I know you can say, well, Joe, they're not any better without him. Sure. He had so much control over the organization. And now you're seeing all the leaks. Now you're seeing everything that he controlled. Now you can see that Craig Breslow was trying to be given control. And now sounds like it's being taken away with the trade deadline. But as bad as it is right now, and as bad as, Craig Breslow's, some of his moves I've made, or most of his moves I've made, and this team has been this year, like, I don't want people to forget that it was Alex Cora who had his hand in everything. And it wasn't a good thing for the organization. And now they have to strip the whole thing down. But there's been a different tune from Sam Kennedy of late, right? Normally it's, we're still in it, we're 5.5 back, we believe in this group, blah, blah, blah. Now it's like humility. And we need to make changes. I still thought, my opinion is I thought Breslow would be gone by tonight. That hasn't happened. They'll get Sonny Gray on the mound today, back at Fenway Park. They're hitting Mickey Gasper leadoff. Jaron Duran's batting 5 and Connor Wong still in the lineup. It's the same team that can't hit. They're going to put them out there every day. They'll play hard. We'll watch the games. Yet every single game, every week, the team somehow does something that we can't believe, or somehow does something else to embarrass themselves. And now it's just at home against Texas. And oh, by the way, at home. It can't get any worse than this. So when I mentioned, think back to last season, you were going pound for pound with the Yankees. And now you can't hit. And nobody has control of the roster or the organization. And I keep saying 96 games to go. Who will be in charge the rest of the way? We'll leave it there at 617-779-0985. I do want to get into why not just do it now? Why not just move on from Breslow now? And my other thing is, if he knows he's a goner, wouldn't you quit? I guess he wouldn't get his money if that's the case, but oh yeah, it's just a wonderful place. Oh, Fenway must be beautiful today. It's got to be 125 degrees at Fenway Park right now. I'm sweating thinking of it. Oh, the pressure in there tonight. Sonny Gray on the mound. What could possibly go wrong tonight? We'll leave it there. Again, we're on YouTube. Come check us out. Go to youtube.com. You can search 98.5 The Sports Hub, and boom, you'll see us right there. You can also call in at 617-779-0985. We got Skaz here tonight. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. More Joe Murray.
surprised if he went into the offseason as the chief baseball officer of this team. I do not. That is not meant to be a bit of reporting. It is sort of synthesizing a lot of things that I've heard in the last week. It's just hard to think that they would go into the offseason with the fan base in such an uproar, with the same guy making the calls, given how this season seems headed. Right. At the same time, to fire him now, as I wrote this morning, how does that improve the product on the field?
Christmas Eve and Thanksgiving days with Sean McAdam, way back on the Sports Hub. Solid days, man. Those were the days. Me and McAdam. He's a hockey guy, by the way. Dude can talk some hockey, but he also knows his Red Sox. And as you heard right there, McAdam, how does firing Breslow now improve the product on the field? Do you care about that right now?
How does it hurt the product on the field?
Well, these are good questions, guys. Should we get more? We have two. Doesn't matter what happens on the field this year. And to your point, how could anything hurt at this point? You suck. You're the worst team at home. You can't hit home runs. You're the worst team at scoring runs I've ever seen at hitting home runs. Scoring runs and hitting home runs. It's the same thing, guys. But like this, I'm telling you guys, I'm 44. I'm young. I'm still young. This is the worst team I've ever seen in my lifetime. This is the worst team I have ever seen.
You're saying that Mickey Gasper leading off isn't instilling confidence in you, Joe?
Yeah, that one today. This is going to be the end of the spurt for Mickey Gasper.
Bit of a white flag, I think, from the entire organization this week.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, but you know what though? Can I tell you something today? I did the Nesson show today, 4 to 6. We had Mike Timlin on. Remember we had him on last year? He's fiery.
Yes.
It's actually around this time.
He was a great guest.
The Devers trade officially on Monday. A year ago. We had him on right before then. And he it's the second former Red Sox guest when we asked the question about this year's team and how do they get better. John Valentin said to us, when you have failure, things get worse. Like when you're failing, it only gets worse. And today, it was like they spoke to each other. They just knew the answer. But we were like, what do you do going forward this year? And he essentially was like, when you're losing and when you're failing, it's really hard. So when McAdams asked, how does firing Breslow now improve the product? I get your point about what's going to hurt it at this point. Like that probably is where we should stop. But can this get any better? And I think all that failure, it can only get worse.
Yeah, I don't see the harm in firing Craig Breslow. I apologize if that's too strong, but I don't see any harm in firing him at any point. Never mind the 2026 Red Sox. What about 2027 and 2028? The longer Craig Breslow is here, the more harm he can do, not to this year's team, but to teams down the line with possible assets, or say he does trade off pieces and the guys he brings in, I don't know, stinks, or he trades them in 20 minutes, for Dustin May. Like, you want him in charge of the deadline? I certainly don't.
You know what the Red Sox are right now, Skess?
A disaster?
Well, a disaster, but when you got to leave, you got to move, you got to, like maybe you're hiding out, or I'm trying to use like a movie analogy, but you know how it's like, all right, it's time to go. Like, for example, The Parted just popped in my head. But remember, someone's calling him from a dead phone, and he just grabs everything he owns, and he's ready to run. But then he stops and thinks about it. And he does the right thing. What I'm trying to say is that's what the Red Sox should be doing. You should be now looking at your vegetable or farm. And you should be saying to this farm.
How about the dumpster, Joe?
No, hang on.
Not much of a farm, I'd say, at this point.
Let's use the farm analogy going real quick. Right now, you need to take the horses that you want, Skez. You got to grab the cows that you want. You got to, if there's any good crops, you got to take them. Everything else you leave behind. And what you have to do is you now need to trade some of the crops you have now for stuff that you can bring with you for the next couple of years.
You want Craig Breslow trading those crops.
So I don't.
So why would they? If Sean McAdam is telling us on June 12th that Craig Breslow is going to be fired, why isn't he fired?
Yes, I don't want the farmer who farms, not the owner.
I'm getting off this farm, Joe.
Is the animal farm the crazy farm?
Why is he employed?
All right, let's scrap the farm talk.
Why is Craig Breslow employed?
The horses in the barn. Yes, I don't know. I do a radio show. I don't have those answers. I've asked the people that I've worked with at the other employer what's going on over there. But make no mistake about it, right? I don't want to use the word incompetent. Incompetent's bad, right? I don't want to say Breslow's incompetent. But he's bad. He's bad right now. He's failed at the deadline. He has failed at the trade deadline in multiple years. He should be trading veterans for younger players that can help out in the future.
You didn't want to call Craig Breslow what? I'm sorry, Joe. I was
incompetent.
I'll call him that. He's incompetent, Joe. I think he's terrible. And look at, people say, well, they don't spend enough money. They spend more than enough money to not be the worst team. They spend more than enough money to make the playoffs.
Yes. Okay. I don't think anyone likes Breslow. I think the front office knows he's done. People around the league don't want to talk to him, right? Their communication's terrible.
The people in the building that work for him don't like talking to him.
Exactly. So that's all real. I'm throwing in the bucket why is he still here? And then the fans hate him, right?
I think that's taking it easy on Craig Breslow at this point.
So there's no reason to be here right now.
I would lean heavily no.
So he's here. It doesn't make sense.
Not to me.
Now let's put up another tab on the computer.
Please.
Are they working on somebody? Is there somebody that they want if they fired Breslow would take over? Are they looking for someone? Are they trying to convince someone? Someone else is what I mean. Like, it's easy for us to just say, yeah, fire Breslow, let Eddie Romero run the team. But, do we know he's here next year? Do you know any of those guys? Everyone should be gone. I'm just wondering, why aren't they doing it right now? And is he a placeholder until someone else comes in? I don't know who that is, but I'm trying to make sense. I know that's really hard sometimes. It's really, really hard to make sense of what the Red Sox are doing, but I'm giving you a take. Could there be somebody else that they're waiting on, and he's the placeholder until then? I don't know who, but that's all I got. Have you heard anybody else say this? I don't know why Craig Breslow's still here. Nobody likes him. Nobody trusts him. People in the building thinks he's a stiff. And the fans. So why is he still here? It has nothing to do with improvements on the field. Please. They might as well let Mickey Gasper bat lead off the rest of the year and see how he does. But is Mickey Gasper a part of your future? And I like the guy, and I applaud the guy for getting called up and being a spark on a bad team. That's good for him. But it's not good for the baseball team. Your thoughts at 617-779-0985. I understand that ownership needs to make changes, and I don't understand why Breslow is still here. So my take is, what are they waiting for? And I'm trying. They don't deserve the benefit of the doubt, but I can only assume that they're working on something. And I don't know who it is and what it is. And if they're not, they better start. Let's talk to Skip in Illinois. Hey, Skip.
Hey, Joe. Thanks for taking my call tonight. So just to illustrate how poor a job Breslow has done putting together an offense, I have 2 questions for you, then a comment. Would Mike Lowell be the best hitter in this lineup right now?
Yeah.
Would Mike Napoli be the best hitter in this lineup right now?
He'd be like top 3, yeah.
Right. So, right now there isn't a single player on this roster who would bat above 6 on a decent offensive major league roster.
Yeah. We know that. Yep.
Yeah. So to take just kind of shows how poor this is that we've got guys who were 5, 6, 7 hitters during the best offensive years. These guys would be the number 1 hitter. There is nobody in this lineup, and I don't care if it's an injured Roman Anthony or a growing Marcelo Meyer. There is nobody on this roster that makes a difference offensively.
Yeah, and Skip, here's my problem. They didn't protect these guys, even this year. Roman, when he was here, they had no one behind him that could hit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not ready to judge them after this year. Hey, if you make a move on Marcelo Meyer, that's on you guys, and maybe we've seen enough. But I just don't feel like he's been in an environment at all that's, we can really judge what he can do.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. I mean, I was fortunate enough. I went down to St. Louis and watched them play. Sox play in mid-April, and when Wilson Contreras is your cleanup hitter, I think that says everything. And that was before all of these injuries came to pass.
And he's been great. He's going to be an all-star consideration probably.
Yeah, but he's a number 6 hitter. He's not.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's crazy how they thought. I mean, there's a difference between thinking pitching and defense should be your hallmark, and then just putting a bunch of just guys in the offense and think that's going to be enough.
It was not enough, Skip, and I appreciate you calling, bud. Not enough. But I don't know. Didn't we know that? Didn't we know that? It's hot over at Fenway right now. The caller that just was on Skaz, who was he kind of getting on there? Who did he say was a 6 hitter? And, I said he was a potential all-star.
Wilson Contreras.
Yes. And what did Wilson Contreras do while that man was discrediting his ability?
Hit a dong, Joe. He hit one into the monster.
And he's wearing the Wally hat. We had a lady call in the chat saying that she hates that the players wear the monster hat.
The Wally hat? Yeah, why?
She thinks it's disgusting. Like, it's because it's sweaty and disgusting.
I mean, I'm sure it is gross, but I would imagine most locker rooms are.
But,
I'm sure it gets washed.
Do you know why I think she's bothered?
Because they suck.
Because you only see it a few times.
Yeah, and you also usually see it when it's 8-1 in the bottom of the 8th.
When you're already starting to watch. Do they still do the Wally head if they're down 8-1? No.
I don't. They probably, Joe. They still do Sweet Caroline, one of the creepier songs of all time that they've made us listen to for years.
You know what's funny? I've now kind of, like Sweet Caroline, I don't complain because I think when we complain about it, we pay attention to it.
I'm not paying attention to much over there. I think there's a lot of Scots over there tonight, from what I've heard, Joe.
Dude,
the Scots are taking over.
They're everywhere.
The Tartan Army, I think they call themselves.
They were playing the bagpipes at 6:30 in the morning today.
A little early.
I would punch someone straight in the face if.
Couple of night guys, you can't be doing that.
The bagpipes, though. The only time you play,
I think somebody died.
The only time, exactly. I think that there was like a procession. Like, is that what you call it?
Yeah, in my living room.
Yeah. When I lived in the other side of Hyde Park, the Boston Police Academy was behind my house. So, dude, when they were like using new recruits and stuff, they'd be doing like, I don't know what I've done. And it's like, jeez.
Joey Bagpipes back there.
Let's talk to Mike in Swansea. Hey, Mike.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
Hello.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, Mike.
Hello?
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mo.
Can you hear me?
Hey, Mo. Nyah, 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 nyah. How's that go again? Hey, Mo. Hey,
You're
Mo.
asking the wrong guy, Joe.
John Wallach.
Yeah, where's Wallach when you need him?
Hey, Mo. Hey, Mo. What do they got? Anything for the Team USA? I believe that we will win was the last one, right?
Yes, Joe. There's a couple anthems out there. Depends on where you go.
I believe that we can win. I believe that we can win.
I saw Alanis Morissette and Michael Bublé before the Canada game. I wonder who we get tonight.
You know what? By the way, Canada. What the hell, bro?
Yeah, Jesse Marsh is kind of a massive tool. Soccer fans know that, but if you're just kind of tuning in, he's likes to talk, doesn't really back it up. Did okay in the Premier League and then flamed out pretty hard at Leeds.
I'm gonna make a mental note for betting the rest of my life. Canada not good at soccer.
Not yet, Joe. Maybe
oh, really? North America, it's going to just get better all around?
Canada had, Alphonso Davies, former Rev, Tajon Buchanan was out there, but no, they're not very good. Jonathan David plays in Serie A, but no, not overall a good team.
All right. I got to bring this up because I'm driving in. It's like 2:25 this afternoon. Okay. And I got to put what's Felger Maz's leadoff takes. I got to know, And I heard Felger go, how the hell are we the worst in goal? He's right. How is Team USA, Matt Turner?
Will not start, I don't believe.
I don't know if he's a friend of the show, but we've had him on. Would we call him a friend?
I feel like we have friends with the Revs. I don't know if Matt Turner's one of them. Is that fair to say?
Matt, just...
An associate of the show. An acquaintance. We're working on the friendship.
Partnership.
Yeah, sure.
Partnership. Because Eli Feingold and
Friend
all the
of
other
show.
guys,
Pete Miller.
They liked the show.
Brooklyn Reigns.
But Matt is on the Olympic team.
World Cup, same
whatever.
thing. Yeah.
I'm sorry, my brain says Olympics. And he's the backup goalie. He's okay. He's pretty good.
He might play, but
good.
Poch seems to be a Freeze guy.
No, being for real, Matt Turner.
He's better than Freeze right now, probably.
Yeah, Matt Turner's a good keeper.
Except when the ball is at his feet, which is very important in these international tournaments, and he does struggle with distribution.
But have you thought about and the reason why I'm bringing up Felger is he looks at it as we're Americans. How can't we find someone that's 6'6" with great hands who can run? And he's kind of right.
No, he's not.
No, my whole point is the way that he thought about it was like, it's the World Cup.
Yeah,
and
simple.
This is what we're great at.
It's also our sixth sport, and we don't invest any money into it.
I think he got me thinking, wow, Terrell Owens, could he play keeper? Or I'm just trying to use somebody. I don't know, Nikhil Harry. What's he doing these days?
Not playing football.
But I'm just saying, it actually is kind of crazy that
when you look at the money we put into it, it's not that crazy. Overseas, it's all they have in a lot of these places.
No, I get all that. I'm just talking about America. We should be having keepers. Should be we're the best keepers in the world. Try to get by us.
That's Italy and Germany.
Well, Germany.
Manuel Neuer, your guy.
Germany's like the old Claude packet in hockey.
Ter Stegen over there.
I'm just trying to use a hockey analogy. Dude, if they get a goal, you're not getting the ball back. They're holding that thing forever. And again, I watch every 4 years, so don't really, just casual watcher over here. But yeah, Team USA, that they should be the best goalies ever. They should be. I agree with that. Just some 6'6" tight end with hands who can move side to side. Who's tall? Need tall people.
Fast people, Joe?
I will tell you, one of the things that Felger has ever said that I've really thought about and have come across being like, you know what, dude? Let's try it. There's not many get by me like that, Skez. You know, not many, you know, but that one there, I was like, you know what? The United States should have the best keeper. They really should. Because, yes, I get it. The kids in other countries play, that's all they do. Like, I played 3 sports growing up. I wish I could have played hockey, but I played basketball. So, and yeah, that was the one thing is you couldn't play those. You couldn't do that back then was mix up the old school era. Your schools wouldn't let you do it.
All right, Joe, we do have a starting lineup.
Ooh, okay, let's tease it.
All right.
Let's tease it. We need like a big, I wish Street Team Joe is here for this. Can't believe we dropped the ball on that one. It's the biggest soccer match of the year with Street Team Joe. By the way, we're going to do a lot of basketball stuff coming up. The Giannis stuff. Bobby Manning is going to join us from CLNS. He had to sit down with Brian Windhorst this week.
Windy.
Yeah, dude. So I figured we could ask everything to him. That will be in the 8 o'clock hour. And then 9 o'clock is the official USA game tonight. We'll tell you what that is, and we'll give you the starting lineup next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines.
All right, Red Sox underway over at Fenway Park right now against the Texas Rangers. They lead 2-1. Sonny Gray having one of those sunny days. It's Friday, everybody. Literally, my ride over, it's about 5 miles from here. So we're in Waltham, right off 95 on Route 20. And I worked near the Arsenal Way, right before Starrow Drive or Soldiers Field, whatever. And I just drive down the street and I see just people running into the liquor stores. I saw some guy in his truck just filling up his cooler with booze. And then I saw people like in bathing suits, saw American flags. I didn't get it until then, but everybody was just, it was hot, but people were just thirsty. And I was like, what's going on tonight? And I knew that there was a game tonight, but it didn't really catch up until I got closer to the building and I saw USA flags. This station is partnering to do something tomorrow at the Seaport. I believe Matt McCarthy is going to be at the Seaport tomorrow for the big event that's happening to set off the Boston Stadium World Cup games. There's events everywhere.
I believe Matt McCarthy will be at the Lawn on D.
Lawn on D. Great, yeah. And that's a good spot. Easy parking over there.
Maybe a soccer expert calling into that show at some point tomorrow afternoon.
That's great.
Around 2:30, 2:45, depending on when he texts me.
That's amazing. Okay. Oh. Awesome.
We shall see.
I'll have to set my timer for that one. 2:30 Saturday, Lawn on D.
Not in person, I can tell you that, Joe. It will be via phone.
You ever been over there? Lawn on D?
A long time.
Now it's beautiful, dude. It's beautiful. You can play.
Everyone used to take pictures in like the swing seats or whatever over there. That felt like a decade ago.
There's like lawn games now, and a lot of like local. You can do like local pop-ups, I guess, over there. Anyways, the Sports Hub's gonna be there tomorrow. But do you think the World Cup has missed its mark right now so far?
Ooh, I don't think so.
See, I don't either. I was doing something with Keegan Stiefel earlier today, and he doesn't feel the buzz, dude. And I don't know, man. I just told you, a 5-mile ride at 5:00 in the afternoon. I felt the buzz.
Yeah, my group chats have been, and they're not soccer guys. I'm far and away the biggest soccer guy. I would say they're not soccer guys at all. I've been texting, a lot. But betting, I think, does have something to do with it, but heavily invested in these games, betting and not betting. Just kind of, it's in our backyard. It's hard not to pay attention to. I think the scenes, the videos, if you're online at all, you're seeing, the Scots around Boston has been really cool. You're seeing, I saw an English guy getting a sandwich in New Jersey earlier today. That was a pretty funny video. Like you're seeing the people in, Kansas City take in the Algerian team and kind of fall in love with them. So that's what the World Cup is all about. It's a singular event. It's very unique, and who knows when it's going to be back here. So I've been very into it. I've felt the buzz, but I think you're really going to feel the buzz tomorrow night when it's really in our backyard.
So, literally in our backyard, France is practicing at Bentley University.
The best team in the world, with some would say arguably, a top 3 player in the world. Some would say he's the best, Kylian Mbappe, even though he has struggled at Real Madrid.
And they're staying at a place, very nice place. That I know that other people I know that know them. So yes, it's happening right under our nose. So I do think the World Cup has done a good job. It is interesting though that we can't compare this to MLS, but here I am trying. I like that MLS has a deal with Apple. That's how they got money, right? That's how they're going to survive. That's how they're going to grow their game. But man, that paywall, bro. You know what I would say, Skaz? The World Cup, I'm glad that we can watch it on television. I'd paywall that bad boy.
No.
I'm saying it would be horrible for like the human, right?
Yeah, Joe, and guess what? We are the human.
You want to make some money though.
Can I tell you something else that's it's a small thing irritating me about these World Cups, but the hydration breaks, Joe. I don't know if you've seen these or taking them. It was 75 degrees today in Canada. They were taking that hydration break in Toronto. My problem is not so much with the hydration break. I get it. Some teams may not be used to the heat. Mexico City elevation, fine, whatever. in America, on our wonderful television stations, Joe, they go to commercial during the hydration break. Telemundo, BN, Sky Sports, they don't go to commercial during the hydration break. Can they talk about the game for the 2 minutes that they're drinking water? Can they analyze the first 25 minutes or whatever it is? Like we got to cram a commercial into that too now, so that's bugging me a little bit.
Set up, all right, well, this is what I would do here.
And I wouldn't have known that unless I tried to watch a game on another thing and I went, no hydration break commercial, and that bugged me a little bit.
I liked last night's game. I got home late to see that they went up 2-1. Was it South Korea? I thought it was good. It's entertaining to me. It's a sport. I'll watch it. If you don't like it, it's okay. It's okay with me. It's fine. But I get why it's huge elsewhere. It's tremendous. You know, if you like watching, I'm not trying to compare because again, it's not the same. But when you watch Olympic hockey or basketball, you know some of the guys. You know a lot of the guys. You know they play a lot together, so it's amazing to see how well they can be. That's the most we get here in the United States compared to what it looks like in World Cup soccer. When these teams come together with their own country, they're unbelievable. Like that's why I love watching World Cup, because I'm watching the best play. And it's fine if you don't watch Premier League or any other league. And it's great if you do watch the Premier League. Now you know who's on which team, which national team, right? Isn't that somewhat how you identify people now? Like, you know what team they play. Yamal, Spain, right? Messi, Argentina. Like, you associate who they are, what team they play for, and what country they play for.
Well, I think that's part of the problem, too, with the United States is they used to start all these MLS guys, and thankfully they don't do that anymore, but it's harder to know, you know, even the players on the U.S. unless you have some of these, you know, subscriptions. They've got guys in Serie A. They had, you know, Haji Wright was at Coventry. They're going to be promoted to the Premier League. So hopefully, you know, that's easier to watch him play next season. But these guys, you know, obviously Pulisic is in Serie A. So, like, it's hard to watch even guys on your own national team at times. So I think for just soccer fans in general, this is going to be the easiest watching you'll have. And I hope people take advantage of it.
I think it's... Tonight, I think will be a spectacle, guys. Ooh, I got to take... Oh, I didn't give my bet out yet.
You got time.
We didn't give the lineup.
I got the lineup.
Okay.
You want the lineup, Joe?
Yes, I want the lineup because I wanted to give up my bet.
All right, Joe. I'll get this out of the way. Matt Turner on the bench. Matt Freese will start as expected. You will have Chris Richards and Tim Ream. You know, your stalwarts back there with Freeman, Serginho Dest, Weston McKennie, Tyler Adams, Jedi Robinson, Malik Tillman, Christian Pulisic, and Florin Balogun up top. I am okay with that lineup. I don't love Balogun up top. I think Pepe and Haji Wright are better for international play because of their style. I'm okay with the lineup. I think having Chris Richards and Serginho Dest back, the USA should win this game if Serginho Dest just plays with a little bit of some, you know, common sense.
So, Skaz, I did some betting insights today.
Oh, I like that, Joe.
I tend to wait until I'm on a beach with nothing to do. I like to read about the MAC conference. I start college first. I do it by conference. Well, I did it today by Premier League players today. And I wanted to look up a little bit more about, was it Dembele? Is that his name? From France?
So he plays in the French league. He is at PSG.
Yep.
Ousmane Dembele.
And
he goes fast.
And I wanted to, because Spain's my pick, I wanted to learn more about Pedri. Is that it? Pedri?
Oh, yeah, he's at Barca.
Yep. And then is Bruno Fernandes going to help Portugal? Is he going to...
Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, he should. He's an unbelievable passer. Kind of soft, but, you know, a lot of them are.
But that France team, Luis, right? You just... Mbappe. They're loaded. They're loaded. If you want to watch Premier League, the France is loaded.
France has a star player at every position and Hector Rabiot. So.
And I kind of know all their names. Like, I know the names. Like they're familiar to me. I'm not entrenched, but if you've watched any Premier League, you'll probably heard of these guys. Anyways, where I'm going with it for the pick of the night is, have you looked in at all to, we obviously know what Team USA can do. Have you looked up Paraguay in their last, 10 World Cup games? Do you know how many goals they've scored?
Oh, please enlighten me, Joe.
So this is what I did today. I looked up the games. I thought Canada would win. So out on Canada now. Done. See ya. I don't think Paraguay scores. And Skaz, their last 18 games. 18 games. Do you know how many goals they've scored?
I do not.
14. They can't score. They can't score. USA should knock one in the first half. And then play defense, baby. So, my pick of the night. Let me just make sure I got this here. I want to make sure. This is Bally's, of course. 4,000 machines, 100 table games. They got a spa, a hotel, you name it. Live music at the Lighthouse Bar. You can go to Bally'sLincoln.com. My pick of the night for Team USA. Total goals right now is 2.5. I would like to take the under 2.5 in that one. And I already took Christian Pulisic for an anytime goal last night. I did that at plus 225. So I gave you 2 picks. Pulisic and the under. I also like Team USA at plus 105. Should I give you the three-way beef?
You want a beef on a Friday, Joe?
No, actually I don't. The 3-way bet. Team USA to win, under 2.5, Pulisic goal. How about that? Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. We'll take a quick break. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
Canada go to a draw, which not cool. Did not like that. They should be better. They tied. Well, yeah, it was a draw with Bosnia. Now it's USA, Paraguay, 9 o'clock tonight. We'll have the hangout with you here the rest of the way. Headlines are brought to you by Safety Insurance, providing comprehensive coverage for your auto, home, and business. Ask your independent agent about safety. I'm Joe Murray.
Listen to it, laugh at it, get mad at it, agree with it, argue about it. It is Boston Sports. Boston Sports. And it is all we do. 98.5, the Sports Hub.
He was dead and I screamed. That one hurts. Him going down, at least I didn't cause it.
No, not that one, Joe. You didn't Peebo him. I remember when I was getting into the Connecticut School of Broadcasting, our great teachers there, they told us that at one point in time, Tom Petty was 12% of all songs heard on the radio in the United States, which was the highest of any artist ever. I don't know if that's true. I've never been able to fact check it, but it sounds good. It sounds possible, I guess.
Well, you know why it sounds possible? Because I watched Defiance once, which, by the way, guys, if you haven't seen it, it's about Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine and how they became partners. But little did anybody know that Tom Petty got his music stolen, just like Taylor Swift. But yes, Tom Petty got his music stolen or taken from the studio company, and Jimmy Iovine was an agent and producer and got Tom Petty out of his contract. And because they're so crazy, guys, is that they made the song Refugee about like what was going on, like, him being a refugee. And they said that they were so high on cocaine that they're like, maybe we should just fly to New York to hear how it sounds in New York. So they flew to New York to listen to how it sounded in the state of New York. And it sounded good. So what I'm trying to say is, when you're high on cocaine and you have a lot of money, you will just do little tests like that. So that's why I do think that Tom Petty was probably 12%, because he was this. I mean, the guy was one of the best songwriters of all time, right? I'm trying not to do Murray's music on you right now. We're going to talk to Bobby Manning coming up in a little bit. CLNS. My favorite Tom Petty is the Traveling Wilburys. Just the work he did with them. It was absolutely fantastic. Anyways, hey, you can call in at 617-779-0985. I was thinking about making a Golden Boot play, but Lamine Yamal was my play, but he's Neymar now may miss some time.
Neither of those guys are really.
Lamine Yamal's just a big name.
He's a passer,
He's
Joe.
a young kid.
He's a passer.
He's my guy, though. Harry Kane.
I do like Harry Kane just because he sits in front of the net, and England should be very good in this tournament.
How about Messi or Ronaldo, and do you think it's their last, guess?
Joe, if you've seen the clips of Ronaldo, I think at this point, even Portugal fans would tell you that they may be hoping it's his last World Cup. He has not looked very good in the early games, but they have an incredible team. He should have numerous opportunities. I wouldn't take him as the Golden Boot winner. I think it's Mbappe. I really do. Still, I know that's kind of lame. It's chalky, as they would say. Maybe you think, Holland and Norway go on a run. Maybe it's, one of the Brazilian guys. It's Rafinha or something. Maybe Vinny finally shows up. Endrick, who knows? But for me, it's Mbappe or Kane. I know that's super chalky, but those teams, they're on two of the better teams, and they're the guys that are at the front lines.
All right, guys. We just mentioned Kane and Kylian Mbappe. For those that don't know, Kylian Mbappe has as many World Cup or tournament goals as Pele. And I think he has 12 goals in 14 games. Can you believe that about Mbappe? And he plays for what, Real Madrid?
Now, yes, who went without a trophy this year.
That's right. he creates chances, though. That's what I like about him the most.
Mbappe has as many goals as Pele.
So 12.
12, yes. The record is 16, so very good chance he becomes the all-time world. I mean, he's going to be the all-time.
Pele, as Taylor Twellman likes to say, it's Pele. Dude, Pele.
How about Messi? Messi only has 13.
So that's interesting. But he plays on a fantastic team, right?
Mbappe does, yes. His team is. I would say France is much better than Argentina historically. Obviously Messi went there and lost. That poor Javier Mascherano. That's an injury we don't need to get into, Joe. Look that one up sometime. He tore his butt in the warm-ups. In the previous game, and then really tore it in the warm-ups.
We don't want to tear it up.
No, you don't want to do that.
So Brazil's going to be without Neymar.
For the group stage, it sounds like.
But that young group was Neymar,
Rafinha, yep.
Rafinha.
He's Lamine Yamal's running mate at Barcelona.
And they have the other guy.
Endrick is on that team.
What is it? Junior.
Vinny.
Vinny Junior.
Yes.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
Marquinhos, yeah.
And I'm just mentioning names that could be in the running. I don't know, is there 4 guys on France that could be in the running?
You never know.
But I still think Brazil, they've been so underwhelming, dude. I feel like that they're going to pop at some point.
They got that Ancelotti magic, Joe. He raises his eyebrows. Anything can happen.
All right. Well, people want to talk on the phone. I don't know why, but Doug's in New Hampshire. Hey, Doug.
Hey, it's Joe Murray. What's up, man? I wanted to call in and say that old lady bitching about the Wally head. The Wally head is great. I love the Wally head. It brings the fans into the game. The kids love it. I think it's awesome when they put it on for the home run, and it's a new part of the Red Sox history, and I'm glad it's here. And that old lady should get up with the times. It ain't 1936 anymore. It is 2026, and the Wally head is here to stay, and I am behind the Wally head. So I don't know why that old lady was all upset about it, but I think it's great, and I'm glad it's here.
Hey, Doug, you hanging out on the lake today?
I am at a great establishment in southern New Hampshire, and we are watching the Boston Red Sox right now up 2-1, and it's awesome. I should be on a lake, but maybe tomorrow I'll be there.
You're very positive. We don't get that guy's not from here.
He said he was from Boston, Joe.
No, that guy doesn't have enough venom.
Not angry enough, you're saying.
No, that guy works a really nice job with manicured hands.
I think he might have been hydrated, Joe. It's a Friday night.
He sounded like
hydrated.
You know those guys who work in the office who
we don't have any of them here. I never see anybody, so should have seen the parking lot today from what I heard.
You know what I'm talking about, like those guys that that guy. He doesn't go out much after work and have a drink, and he's loving life today. And he's like, the Wally head's just a real fixture in Boston sports, man. He said it was for the fans, right?
For the fans, Joe.
That guy's not from here.
That's for you and me, Joe, the Wally head.
That guy who just called in is like the casual sports fan who was
Joe, this poor guy's enjoying his Friday night. He's calling into the show, and now you're just roasting him.
No, this is a guy that I would meet down the Cape, at they don't have happy hour anymore, but 6 o'clock they have open bar from 6 to 8 o'clock. That guy had his first couple of drinks after working on a Friday night down the Cape. He's wearing salmon shorts with Sperry's. I wear Sperry's too. And he's just like, the Wally head is just so great, man. It's just the Red Sox. The Sitco sign looks so good without it lit up. Sorry, buddy. You are the guy that I meet down in the Cape that doesn't watch a lot of sports, that wants to talk sports to me. Tom's in Rockport. Hey, Tom.
Joe, what's going on, my man?
How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. Just got back from the beach with my wife and kids, and they're in the tub, and I'm watching a little SmackDown right now.
Me too,
Charlotte
bud.
Flair's in the ring, and you're as good as her.
Woo, woo. All right. Well, thank you. Where'd you go?
Yeah.
Long Beach, Good Harbor.
Long Beach is my spot, but we actually had a kid's birthday party, and we went to Niles Beach.
Where's that?
Do you know, like, the back shore in Gloucester?
I know Long Beach very well. I know Rockport area. I know Good Harbor.
I'm from Rockport, and now I married a Gloucester girl, and I got to do the Gloucester beaches. But I've got a question for you, my man. I do maintenance at my local school, and my guy at Ace says that there's a card show coming up soon.
Yes, I will be doing a trade show at Rockport Brewing Company. What is it? Not this Saturday, next Saturday. I'll be there probably between around 3 to 6 o'clock.
3 to 6?
Yep.
Sweet.
There's going to be a bunch of Gloucester Rockport people setting up card tables and stuff.
Nice.
I know Ray. He's the owner at Rockport.
Where's where's your go-to spot for some food?
Well, Causeway has the best chowder.
Roy Moore Fish Shack has better chowder.
Who's that?
Roy Moore Fish Shack. They have better chowder.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. And then I like my guy Blue Collar I like those dudes.
Oh, that place is awesome. That's a good spot.
I forget the name.
like that spot.
I'm Dave, Dan. I like their family though.
I don't know their names, but that's a good spot.
Yeah, and Tacos Lapita is my favorite Mexican. We could do this all day, buddy.
I know we could.
I'll be there next Saturday. Okay, go ahead.
I got one more question for you.
Yeah.
Let's just be random on a Friday.
Sure.
I'm watching SmackDown right now, like I said. Who is going to win Money in the Bank?
Who deserves a push? You know what popped in my head? I didn't think. You know, things just pop in there, kind of like Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Austin Theory popped in my head.
Oh, wow. I didn't think that. I thought Trick Williams.
Ooh, whoop that Trick.
And he's got the Money in the Bank, and you can say whoop that bank or whatever.
Ooh.
I think I like that one a lot.
All right, buddy. Well, we have to go.
All right, Joe.
I'll see you in Rockport.
Take it easy, man.
Thank you. What did he say? Just whatever on a Friday? I kind of like that.
Let's just screw around on a Friday.
He was dictating the call, and I kind of liked it.
I'm in, Joe. If people want to call in all night, we'll be here.
All right, ready to find what the hell happened. What's going on with the Celtics? What's going on?
Let's bring in an expert.
Let's do it because I don't want to figure it out. Bobby Manning, CLNS, will join us next on the Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on
back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Just seeing here, Game 5, of course, tomorrow night. That's a big one. And I just saw that Luke Cornett listed as questionable for Game 5 of the NBA Finals due to an illness. I actually thought that the Spurs should have played Cornett a little bit more down the stretch for his defense. And now maybe questionable for Game 5. I don't know how he could not play in that game. It's a finals game, but it's something that just came out there shortly, and we'll let you know what's going on. The phone number here, of course, is 617-779-0985. Those are the numbers. We're here all the time. I'm just telling Skaz that I just threw another number in there if you need that for Bobby, because I know that we've had a couple of different numbers for him at times. So, all right. Well, why don't we do it? Let's talk to him. He's the man. He's Bobby Manning, and he's joining us here on 98.5 The Sports Hub from CLNS. Bobby, good get with Brian Windhorst last week, man. Good job on that. How'd you track that one down?
I just ran into him and asked. That's how you do it, right? So we found a little corner. There was a lot of trepidation over where we filmed, and in a small corner there in the press room. There's not a lot of room to record at MSG. It's pretty tight there, but we carved it out and got it done.
All right, so let's do a timeline discussion, because today seems to be really heating up with some rumors. But when you talked to Windhorst, what'd you get out of it? What were some of the things that he mentioned? Because he said he hasn't heard anything, but yet the rumors are getting louder now. So what were some of your takeaways talking with him earlier this week?
Yeah, I think talking with him and everybody there at the finals, there's no sense that any negotiations, talks, anything active has happened between the Celtics and Bucks at this point. So I think that, combined with some of the additional reporting that came out today, that feels like it stems from the Bucks and maybe some of Giannis's camp to a certain degree too. This feels like, to me, some angling by Giannis to get to Boston, where I think, and this should be good if you want Giannis in Boston, this is really good news for you, that the Celtics, after a Giannis trade, would be in a better position to win than the Heat would be. Miami's roster would be decimated to some degree by the amount of stuff they'd be giving up here. And then I also think there's some element of the Bucks trying to extract everything they can from the Heat in a potential negotiation. I think to some degree the Heat are acting desperate, but I also think they don't have a ton of competition here. Like, you're hearing Orlando floated in this report. I don't think it's likely that they get involved in this thing. Portland's floating around, but I don't think Giannis wants to go there. So you should feel good if you're a Celtics fan who wants Giannis, that you are in the best position to win and he wants to be here. But does Miami get over the top desperate and the Bucks take that offer because they're just willing to give up everything? That's going to be the question at this point.
Well, wouldn't you agree the Bucks can give up the most?
Yeah, I mean, I think I feel differently about the Miami offer than most people do. If they're giving up all their future firsts that are available to them, and I think it's something like 2 and 2 swaps, and then all young players, multiple young players like Jaime Jaquez, Kel'el Ware I love, and Tyler Hero's not a foundational piece, and that's where Jaylen Brown is the best overall return that the Bucks could get, a singular piece coming back. But I like, if I'm Milwaukee, a number of young players who have shown promise, plus picks in this new era where if you're in that lottery, you could get the number 1 pick or a top 3, 4, 5 pick fairly easily with the new lottery odds. That's appealing to me if I'm Milwaukee, because what they need more than anything else is picks. And the biggest challenge, Joe, as you know, is that the Celtics are going to need a facilitator to help get this deal done. And is Portland willing to play ball? I think they're going to have to be the team, because they own multiple future Bucks picks from the Lillard trade. I don't think Atlanta's going to be overly helpful. I'm not even sure how interested they are in acquiring Jalen in a 3-team deal. Houston's been floated. I haven't heard anything since in terms of what they're actually willing to give up to acquire Jalen. So I think it's on Portland, and if Portland's holding out to try to get Giannis themselves, that's where this thing ends up dragging its feet a little bit.
So we heard what Brad Stevens said at the end of the season. And Jaylen Brown has spoken and had his little spat with Stephen A. and said that it was his favorite year ever. Not sure how that went with the Celtics or anything to that degree. Yesterday we heard, or was it within this week, we heard Jason Tatum say that doesn't have a dog in the fight, already got his championship. I'm just curious, is that dynamic over between Tatum and Brown? Or, I don't know, if this Giannis thing falls through, do they run it back with both of them once again?
Yeah, I think that's where this conversation gets tough for fans. I think they hear Jalen and trade talks and that whole conversation come up again, and they think it's a rerun of, can these guys play together? Do you have to break them up? That whole thing. I think now it's more of a question of what direction do you want to take the team in? Do you want to go younger? Do you want to bring in, as my co-host on the Garden Report often says, younger, more athletic players in exchange for Jalen, some draft picks, and go in that direction? Or do you want to go all in on Giannis, who I know we all feel great about Jalen and love where he's at, but this is a guy who was on 6-7 straight All-NBA first teams in Giannis. It's just a different caliber of player, and obviously a different position, as you mentioned, trying to change the play style on the roster. It gives you the center that you need, the rim presence. Defensively, he's so dynamic. And so it's no knock on Jalen, or it's no reputation of how those two play together. It's just a matter of value. And if they can't find value, they'll keep Jalen. If they do, they'll make a move. I don't think it's any question of can they play together, is there beef, all this different stuff we talk about over the years. They're just at a point, and you have to ask this question, can you build a championship team with 2 Supermax players and just trying to fill out the roster around them? And they tried it last year. Obviously, Tatum wasn't there for most of it. But in the playoffs, they struggled to find depth. And now you're going to ask the question of, can you build a more well-rounded roster by trading one of them? And I think you're going to assess and see what's out there, much like they did last summer. And by keeping those 2 guys along with Derek last summer, regardless of where they finished this year, they were going to kick that question down to this summer. And obviously it looks a lot more turbulent losing in the first round, but they were going to have to do something like this to some degree no matter what, especially with that extension talk looming. And I'm so curious what role that plays in all of this too, whether they'll do that 2 years on top of the 2 years he has left in July when he's eligible.
Would he make less money than Jaylen Brown? And I guess the other question to ask is there a way Brown, Tatum, and Giannis could play together next year?
Yeah, I hesitate to say. I know everyone's trying to figure out how you could get to that because it's the easiest way just sentimentally to make this happen. I don't think from a value perspective it makes sense because then you're probably trading your draft picks into the future. And I think the power of giving up Jalen and bringing in a third team is that you don't have to give up your own draft picks. And I used to be. When we first started the Garden Report, my thing was trade the picks, screw it, you don't need them. Now I'm more like, okay, with these lottery odds, with where the Celtics are at financially, and with just what young teams are doing in the league now with young players. And frankly, Boston's draft and development system too, it's come so far and they've had so many success stories picking at the end of the first round. I want to continue to see what they can do higher in the draft. So I'm not a big fan of giving up too many picks. If they have to give up 1, maybe a 2, a swap or something like that in a Giannis deal with Jalen, I do it. But I don't think there's a path, and I don't think it's a good idea with the league being a depth league now. Look at who's about to win the championship, the Knicks, who are largely built on their depth and flexibility lineup-wise. I would not gut your depth, give up good young players, have a 3-player super team. We just saw it most recently that with Phoenix, and it didn't work because they had nothing else around. Obviously, there were some other dynamics there too, but they had nothing around Durant, Beal, and Devin Booker. So I think that era is out. I don't think you do that anymore. 2 stars even feels like a stretch financially. But I think, and I'm curious your thoughts on it too, Joe, because it's something I keep thinking about. what does Tatum and Giannis look like? Are they running pick and roll constantly? Does Tatum have the ball the most? Is Giannis on ball and Tatum's getting jump shots off of it? I'm sure you can do a little bit of all of that. But the one question I have here, because I'm in on this, I like this idea, Giannis and Tatum. Does it become a Lillard Giannis situation where it sounds awesome? It looks like you think they're going to play off each other and it's going to be this great dynamic, but instead it's just another fight for the ball. That actually is my biggest concern here, rather than what you're giving up or breaking up Tatum and Brown or any risk with Giannis individually. How do Tatum and Giannis play together? Does Tatum want to play with Giannis and share that role atop the team? Those, I think, are going to be the interesting questions here about whether this happens or not.
Just to answer that, you would think that Giannis would play more of a big role, kind of what Tatum plays, right? That 4 who can rebound and whatever. I still think Tatum would be that guy. He would still be the lead rebounder, and I think Giannis would be the guy in transition who would just get out. You know what I mean? And
it's almost like Jalen's role, but better
and bigger, right? And I don't know, dude. Like we've watched some teams. Like I don't know. I kind of like the Cavs when they got James Harden because you have 2 big guards, right? Well, how many teams have 2 big wings, right? To be honest, there's not a lot that have guys that are 6'10" or whatever that size is, 6'9", whatever. There's just not a lot. But you did say something earlier that I thought was kind of interesting. If you look at the New York Knicks, right, their 1 through 5 is you got a glue guy and you have guys that were ones or tried to be ones elsewhere or won championships elsewhere. That's 1 through 7 is pretty strong there. Do you think that their roster is better, more talented than the Celtics roster right now?
Yeah, I'd say so. I've heard a lot of that debate on the network here over the last few days, and I don't think the Celtics roster is more talented than New York's because I think people are still getting used to this. It's a depth league now. Like if Halliburton didn't go down, I think Indiana wins the title last year playing 7, 8, 9 guys. Knicks obviously did that here. They got deep into their lineup last game. Guys who don't even regularly play gave them some minutes. And I think now that's the approach. And the Celtics did it successfully to some degree during the regular season. And shockingly still, they didn't do it in the playoff series. They cut a lot of guys off that felt like could help them and did end up helping them later in the series when it was too late. So, yeah, I think that's the approach now. And it's fitting, too, that if the finals ended today, I feel like, with OG, their 4th option, 3rd maybe, he's winning finals MVP right now. And your top option and second and Cat have struggled at times in this series and haven't played at their best. So the fact that you can win a championship now with your first and second option, being those caliber guys, right? I think we rank Brunson probably around 15, 20 in the league. I would anyway. Cat's in that range too. They don't have a top 5, 10 guy, one of the best players in the league, and they're going to cruise to a title to some degree here. And I think some of that's the path they've gotten in the field, but I also think it's the changing dynamic of the league, and you do need youth, you do need depth, you do need a range of different players who can play a bunch of different roles, and you need a variety of play styles, and I think that sticks out to me too. What you can learn if you're the Celtics from the Knicks here is it's not just threes, it's not just inside play. They have the mid-range game as well. They have a bunch of different, they can play double big, they can play smaller. They just have an answer for everything, and it's so fitting to me too that they pulled off that comeback because everything they were doing early didn't work. They tried a million different things throughout the range of that game, and then by the end they found the lineups, they found the approach, and even some of their stars self-corrected to get to the right position to change what they were doing and win that game. So it's all about flexibility in my mind. The reason I love Jalen for Giannis more than any other is you still have Giannis, Tatum, White, Pritchard, Hauser. Who knows how you adjust the roster after that, Kata even. There's still so much depth and flexibility. You still have the young guys at that point. And so that, to me, is the best way to upgrade the roster. You obviously need a center, right? Giannis plays that position. He's, on his best day, the best player in the league still, I think. And you know what I say too, Joe? If he was perfect, if there was no risk, if there was nothing wrong here, you wouldn't be able to acquire him. So you have to accept some of that, and that's the only reason you're able to even go get a guy like this. At the same time, if I had to make a prediction, I have to think he's probably going to Miami still, and that's what all this stuff is about here. But it's exciting, and if I'm a Celtics fan, I'd want to see this.
All right, I want to get your prediction for the final, but you mentioned the Garden Report that people can follow at the Garden Report. One of your colleagues, John Giannis, tweeted something today that my Celtics chat that I have, someone popped a tweet in our chat today and was like, "What the hell does he mean by this?" Did you see Giannis' tweet today?
Yes, he wants to see the younger parts trade, right?
Yes, and I'll read it real quick. If there's a 3-team Giannis for Jaylen Brown trade out there to be had, the Celtics should just cut out the Bucks and do business with whichever third team is willing to give up the biggest haul for Jaylen. Do the 3-team Giannis trade, but only 2 teams and not for Giannis.
Yeah, and John and I have been doing the show for years. Year one, I still go back to that first season we did it together, 2020, 21. I'm screaming, go get some veterans, go upgrade, go use the picks, put some help around Tatum and Brown. And he wanted to see the young guys get their shot. He wanted to see them develop. He wanted to see them take that path. And they went down the veteran route, batting Brogdon, Holiday eventually, guys like that, Derek White. And that got them to the title, ultimately. Now, would you have been in the mix for multiple championships or even better position with young players who developed and actually taking that path and doing it successfully? Who knows? But that's a debate we've had for a long time now. And I'll give him this, even though I've disagreed with him about it for most of the way. And I want to see Giannis. I know he wants to see a Trey Murphy type deal, Amen Thompson, something like that. I think that is the way of the league more and more. And if Giannis doesn't happen, I do think fans need to consider that path a little more than they have here. Because if you do get a foundational young player, I love Trey Murphy. Thompson, I'm a big fan of. I don't know if he's available or if Houston would consider that. But those are the kind of trades. If you find that right guy who fits in well, who develops into a star, you think of Tyrese Halliburton, right? The Pacers identified him, obviously, went and got him from Sacramento, and in their system, he emerged into a star. You have the star in Tatum, right? But who can be the perfect complementary piece to him? If you can identify that guy, find him, and aggressively acquire not only him, but multiple other guys, and I think New Orleans is the interesting one, right? Because I know Bill Simmons floated. Could you get Murphy, Herb Jones, all defensive guy, Vase Missy, who I don't think a lot of people know, but has been an excellent young center for the Pelicans for a couple of years, and a pick or two on top of that? I mean, that just reshapes your whole future and gives you a longer runway and potentially a more dynamic roster going forward. It's risky, right? You're giving up Jaylen for guys who aren't as good as him. That's a huge risk. I mean, anyone would give up Jaylen for Giannis, I think, straight up. Would you do it for a younger player? That's where it gets really risky. And if that blows up in your face, then you're really in trouble. But it's that kind of bold team-building approach that has gotten certain teams in different positions, San Antonio, Oklahoma City, right? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they went and found that guy. It's hard, but that is a great way to build a foundation where you can win multiple times here. And we all know, right, if you do the Tatum-Giannis thing, it's probably 2 or 3 years that you're in the mix, and then what are you doing after that? So that's the choice they're going to have to make here, and I'm fascinated. One thing for sure, Joe, I'd be shocked if this team just stands pat, does a minor tweak or two. I do think we're going to see some significant changes this summer.
All right. We'll leave it there with the Celtic stuff because we had a lot to talk about, but I'm glad we got it all out of there because we're all just basically wondering what's going to happen if something happens. I agree with you. I think the Heat just come through in the end, but I also think there's going to be some big changes.
And I get it. The fans, the listeners, I'm sure they're annoyed. We've been talking about this for 3 weeks. I know people are sick of me doing segments about it, but it's Giannis. It'll be over in a week or two here. We'll find out whether it's happening or not, but we're talking about potential. I'm sure you remember, Joe, when they went and got KG. This is even bigger. Giannis comes here. Again, you're talking about a guy who could legitimately be the best player in the league coming to your team. That's a big deal. And so I'm more than happy to talk about it for the next 11 days.
All right. Well, I know the draft's coming soon too, so we'll have you back on for that. Just real quick, who do you like? Do you think the Knicks basically clinch? Were you in New York for the big comeback?
I was. That was something. Yeah. And I've never seen anything like that. Just a wall of sound after the putback happened, and then the fact that it was just a second later after the next inbounds that the game ends. I mean, I don't think the championship celebration will be that crazy, and that astonishing. And I was in the building when Celtics won in 24. It's like a 20-30 point blowout, right? So you're just building up to it that moment, and you know it's coming. The fact that you went from losing 2 straight at home if you're the Knicks, maybe blowing the series, to that turnaround and then winning with a ton of doubt in the final moment, there was just such a sheer relief there and jubilation, because you won it, right? They're not going to blow a 3-1 lead, I don't think. I think this is probably in the bag at this point. To answer your question, I think they will go down to San Antonio and close this thing out the way they've come back in so many of these games, even when they haven't played well. And I've gotten a lot of crap for this. I like that team. I do. I like all the players. I like the style they play. They're great to watch. I even like the crowd there and the atmosphere, being down there obviously last year for that series and for this one. It's been really cool to watch. And again, I'm a guy who loves to see a team be aggressive, add major pieces. That cat trade they pulled off last fall or two ago, that was just bold stuff. And that, as much as we talk about savviness and finding the young guys and drafting and all that, the Knicks won because they acted like a New York team, spent a ton of money, got really aggressive, and acquired an amazing roster. And that's still the way to do it to some degree. So that's a pass for the Celtics too, right? Spend a lot of money here, put a ton of talent on the floor again like you did a couple years ago, and you're back in that position. As much as we talk about all these other ways, that's still the way to do it to some degree. So that's an option too.
All right. Well, we'll leave it there, man. Good stuff there, Bobby Manning. Check him out, CLNS, The Garden Report as well. He's doing it all, and he's traveling all over the place, and maybe the season ends tomorrow night.
All right, Joe. Always good talking to you.
You got it, Bobby. He's Bobby Manning, everybody. Give him a follow. Go. He does an excellent job. I think he talked about everything, Skez. So nobody knows what's going on. Everybody thinks that Giannis is just going to end up at the Heat anyways. But the Celtics are definitely going to make big changes. That's what I got out of that. And the Knicks are going to win. I just watched... hope we didn't put the bogey on this guy, but Wilson Contreras took a swing and may have hurt his... He says he has a cramp. They're bringing out water. But keep your eye on that one now. By the way, what the hell is going on with Garrett Crochet? Let's get into that, and then we'll have in or out. Oh, actually, no. What we'll do next is we got to talk about this match that's about to happen. It's a big one. We'll watch it together for the rest of the night here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines.
Red Sox 5-1 lead right now. They're hitting the baseball tonight. How? I don't know. But I'll tell you how. Wilson Contreras hit a dong. Abreu and RBI. Abreu has 2 RBI. And then Rafaela has 2. And, they're doing well. Sonny Gray, he's got 6 strikeouts already. Man, he's killing it tonight. I didn't think they would. sports. If you ask me, Whitney Houston at Super Bowl XXV, whatever. We don't know. I forget when it was. I was a kid, but it was awesome. It's still the best ever. And, well, I don't have the volume for this year's FIFA, but it looks good. Right now, I got it on Fox Television. We're going to do a watch-along tonight. So if you want to hang out with us, you can just go to youtube.com, search 98.5 The Sports, and just watch live. We'll watch the game. We'll talk. We'll do some in or outs. We'll get to the musings. We'll do all the fun stuff. But right now, they are playing, is this the Portugal? Sorry, the Paraguay.
Uruguay.
Paraguay. See, I've heard 5 different things. I don't know if you just saw what I put in Slack, but some on Awful Announcing, they posted
It's
that.
Paraguay, Joe.
No, but no, somebody said Panama.
No, Paraguay.
Again, I did some research for this one. Team USA should, when I say this will be their easiest opponent, they also should make it past this round.
They absolutely should. No excuses.
And they have changed the rules this year, so I think the top 2 get in, and then I don't know how the next 8.
Yeah, it's a little different this time, but yes, it should be easier for them to advance.
So unfortunately, I don't know who's singing for Paraguay.
No, but we did see, Joe.
Well, why don't you tell everybody what you said?
Do I have to? Yes, Joe. So the Mexico's first game, they had Salma Hayek and Andrea Bocelli, Bocelli, I should say.
Like
Canada had Michael Bublé and Alanis Morissette.
It's an amazing.
When I looked over at RTV for the United States, I saw Katy Perry. Not exactly the same thing, I'd say. She's half Canadian at this point. She's with the old prime minister from up there, isn't she? Aren't they hanging out? Who are these handsome guys, though, Joe? We got a couple hunks singing right now. I don't know who they are.
I don't like the Katy Perry thing. Why? Because she sings a song about fireworks.
Solid halftime show. Brought the energy.
With the left shark?
The shark, Joe. Yeah, who could forget?
Isn't it how you could remember certain things from you just remember what it was known for? I don't know who these fellows are, but is that Beckham?
Oh, and Tommy Cruise hanging out.
What the hell? What kind of pairing is that?
I believe David Beckham got his star on the Walk of Fame, and Tom Cruise was the one that was there with him as well. So they must be.
Beckham's a really handsome man, huh?
You just realizing this now, Joe?
You know what I mean? I think he's still got it.
Oh yeah, he's throwing 95 on the black, Joe. Yeah.
Tom Cruise looked like a different man.
Yeah, he's doing roles, Joe. He still looks all right. He's got to be 60.
He's got that Maverick, the new Maverick.
He did little aviators on, it looked like.
Yeah. I hope they show Beckham again. I like the beautiful people that were in that booth. What the hell? Tom Cruise and Beckham?
I'm in on that. Best actor?
All right. Who is the easiest American singer right now? That you could just roll out. There's no.
Well, Stapleton, I feel like, is the easy national anthem guy they've done at the Super Bowl.
But is he country? Do you know what I mean? He would be safe, right? He'd be safe. 'Cause I know you and you know me. We both know there's gonna be.
You gonna send Kelly Clarkson out there or something?
Okay. Safe. But
Lady Gaga?
Lady Gaga would be very good. But is she? I'm not saying she's too big for the World Cup.
I love Lady Gaga.
I told you if we do some karaoke, I'll get you shallow going. Tell me something, girl.
Or I don't know, Joe. T Swift's not I don't see her. She's not doing the national
She ain't
anthem.
doing it. No. We need a real singer. In my head, I know.
Who was the guy that did it at Charlie Puth? That guy?
Charlie Puth.
I think he did one of the Super Bowls recently.
He's okay.
I don't know, Joe. That's about you're maxing out my national
Where's
anthem.
Adele from?
She's English, I believe.
So
Joe.
she can't do
heavy
it.
accent, I believe.
She's pretty good at singing.
You're full of hot takes tonight, Joe. Adele is from Tottenham.
Oh, yeah.
She's with Rich Paul. Maybe she could give us an NBA scoop. They've been married for a while now.
Ryan and Malden says Garth Brooks.
I got bad news for Ryan and Malden, I think.
That's the old slapper.
Oh, still with us, Garth.
He's still with us, but I think he's going through something. Do you know he played a game for the Padres with Tony Gwynn?
He also, has, a fake persona, right? Doesn't he have, another whole album where he's, not Garth Brooks, or am I thinking of somebody else?
It doesn't ring your bell, but I know he's he's trying to do something right now. Boston Radio Watch is all over this Tom Cruise, David Beckham thing.
He's got thoughts?
No, he's whoever they are. I don't know if it's a he, she, whoever they are. Katy Perry was never a particularly good lip syncer.
Yeah, I don't know.
So they agree.
Who made the Katy Perry decision? That feels.
Thank you for. We didn't. Maybe he's listening. Or they are listening. I don't know who that person is. And they were showing 20 minutes before kickoff. Beckham. Wow, people went to Bentley today and saw Francis practice.
A lot of people.
That's awesome. Maybe that's where everybody was coming from when I was in Waltham today. I heard Taylor Twellman on earlier today. Is he calling the games?
I don't believe so. I think he's doing some sort of coverage. I don't know if he's actually
probably
on
doing
the
something
games.
for Apple.
Yeah, I know he's doing something, but I'm not sure exactly what.
So they're huddling up right now. And I don't know who won the toss. But Team USA.
What do you think of the jerseys, Joe? You like them?
In right now, kind of reminds me of the Revs. I'm not going to lie to you. Right, the kits.
The kits. You're right. Look at you, Joe. You're in form.
Keepers.
Field looks good too.
Field looks great.
Pitch. The pitch. What are we doing?
Jeez, Joe.
Yeah, that one's on me.
The pitch. I'm going to be talking with an English accent before we get out of here tonight. Everything looks good. I thought the presentation was really nice.
Other than Katy Perry.
You can see, okay, and we're off.
Now, FIFA is very litigious, Joe, so I will just warn you as, my job.
So it looks like USA won the toss and kicked towards would we call this the East End?
How the hell would I know, Joe? I'm in a studio in Waltham. You think I know?
So if it was football left to right, they're going right.
Yeah, well, I don't know what way the field's facing. We'll call it east.
Okay, cool. But we're underway at SoFi Stadium. USA, Paraguay. We got it right here for you all night long. We'll hit the headline here in this hour. The Sports Hub has been brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 15% of an extra on the oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. And you know what? We're going to do a little in or out. We're going to watch some soccer. It's just going to be a fun night. Come hang out with us on YouTube on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
From the Town Fair Tire Studio, this
Drive
is
a strong finger all up and go. Wait.
This is
two-hand slam.
home of the 18-time world champion.
right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Team USA underway right now versus Paraguay. We're watching it live here. Myself and Skaz, we're here. We're doing a radio show. If you're at a bar or out and about, everyone is watching this game. If you're not at a bar, you're at home, or you're driving in the car, we're going to keep you posted on everything. If you want to hang out with us and you want to pull it up on your phone or your laptop or whatever, come watch along with us. Go to youtube.com, search 98.5 The Sports Hub. You'll see a live button. You'll see the Joe Murray Show there. Click there. You can sign in, and you can add a screen name, and you can chat in throughout the show. So that's how you get in touch with us. We have a bunch of people already watching right now. We have our regulars in our chat, so feel free to come in there. But Team USA is up 1-0 right now. There was a goal in the 8th minute. And to give you an analysis on the goal, well, let's just say that Team USA was threatening in the Paraguay end, and the defender kicked the ball in the own net. I believe it was Bobadilla. So Team USA up 1-0 right now over Paraguay at the 8-minute mark, or right now just right around the 10-minute mark. There's a corner kick happening right now at the moment. But Team USA is pretty much had control of this one so far. Paraguay almost had a chance early on, but the defense looks very good for Team USA, who had a stop before it hit before the shot got on net. But they are challenging Paraguay at the moment. And, you know, I went under 2.5, and I'm concerned. Let's just say that. But 1-0 right now. I brought up before that Paraguay has scored 14 goals in its last 18 World Cup games. They struggle to score. That's their biggest issue. So the fact that Team USA was given a goal here should put them in a pretty good situation. But they're still threatening. So although they're up 1-0, I think they smell blood early on in this one, especially an own goal. And so that's where we're at on that one so far. But the fact that they are creating another chance right here. But I've never done soccer play-by-play, guys. I've done football. I've done lacrosse, which I know nothing about. And football. And I've done baseball, actually. I should say that. But soccer, this is a little bit different. And I will say that USA looks like the better team off the bat, without a doubt. So 1-0, USA over Paraguay, 11-minute mark right now. Feel free to watch along with us. But Team USA showing a little bit of their flex right now, controlling the ball in their own end. And, chances. I think they've had 2 chances, I'd say, so far, outside of the own goal in this one. Anything else? Any other analysis here, Skaz?
No, Joe. I think you're on the ball. 1-0 start. That's exactly what you hope for, and you just hope they can kind of pour it on and build off of this. And a shutout matters too. A clean sheet, nil matters.
There are points, right?
Yes, there are points, and goal differential matters in the group stage. So yes, all this matters.
Hey, who got credit for the goal?
Bobadilla, own goal.
Oh, Bobadilla. Okay, great. So okay.
So
I got that Pulisic goal.
You and a lot of people, Joe. I think almost an entire nation is patiently awaiting for Pulisic to score tonight.
He's number 10 for those that want to watch it. He's literally running by everybody that he goes near him.
Looks great. Yeah,
he really does.
He's split 2 defenders early. It's been very good.
He's the best player for Team USA.
Him and Robinson.
Who's the blonde-haired guy?
Jedi Robinson or Tim Ream?
Well, I like the name Jedi.
Yes, he's their best player.
You know what? Only in World Cup can you get like what looks like the who the president is, or like his cabinet sitting in those nice.
Oh, that was the president of FIFA, Joe.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Gianluigi Infantino, right there. I
did
believe.
not. You know what? He's not an identifiable guy to me. But you saw him.
Gianni Infantino. I'm sorry.
Gianni, okay.
Giovanni. Yes, the president of FIFA.
Like I see Gary Bettman and I can just see his sleaziness right all over. That guy looked like a politician to me. But no, he is the president of FIFA, which is probably the same thing, right?
No comment.
Gustavo Gomez with a yellow card for Paraguay. The ball looks great.
Ball does look good.
Need a good ball. Oh, Paraguay with a little bit of a threat here. And just missed.
Joe, you're tiptoeing it. You're tiptoeing it.
Let's talk to Steve. He's been waiting on hold, so why don't we talk to him? Hey, Steve.
Hey, Joe. What's going on?
Hey, just watching some soccer.
I'm shocked that USA got a goal, but I guess it makes sense that the other team really got it. But I don't know anything about soccer, so good for you for trying to do this play-by-play. But
thank you.
The reason I want to call is I watched your interview with Team Extreme, the Hardy Boys. It was awesome.
I appreciate that.
Great job. And you talked about the men's health rankings of the top tag teams. And my question for you is, who do you think are the best singles wrestlers? And where do you think Triple H sits on that?
Ooh, so I don't have him in the top 10, and I haven't done the list. I haven't written it down. I don't know if Triple H was a great wrestler, but he was a hell of a performer.
That's a company guy.
Yeah, outside of him now running the company, he was a hell of a character, right? The long hair, he always seemed mad. He spit before. He was a big game guy, right? The Game, that's his nickname. But I think Shawn Michaels was better than him. I think The Rock was better than him. I think in general, everyone he was associated with was better than him outside of like X-Pac, and like the Road Dogg and those guys.
Yeah, Road Dogg and X-Pac definitely weren't good. That's true. But his fights with Mankind or Cactus Jack were legendary.
Oh yeah, and Mick Foley again. He's back in AEW now. Well, he's in the AEW now, but he oh boy. Sorry, watching the game.
Did we get it? No, nothing?
No, it was close though.
Oh my god!
Paraguay,
I've never soccer in my life. This is nuts.
Paraguay, not good. So far. Best wrestler of all time, dude, is like the biggest question you can, because what are you putting into it? Actual wrestling, persona? I would say the most impactful wrestler of all time is Hulk Hogan.
Did you watch the Netflix doc that came out?
I have not, but I know he's a horrible person.
Well, it was okay. The doc was pretty good. But I agree. But I've also been watching a lot of now because of the Netflix doc, Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair rival stuff. Yeah. And I mean, I was born in the early '90s, so I never saw this, but I was like, my God, those guys were good.
Harley Race was amazing for such a big guy too.
Weird looking dude, but that's what you need with wrestling.
But he was better than Dusty. Like in the end, he was Dusty's rival, right, or one of them. And in the end, he was better. That's why I like where we're at now in the sport. As we're watching soccer here, talking wrestling on a sports show here in Boston. That's why the Cody story is great, right? Roman's great, but he hates Cody. Why? Because Cody's he's the child of Dusty, the guy who trained Roman. There's a storyline there.
That's true. But my push on it though is I think Triple H could be top 5. I got to be honest. I hear what you're saying, but the guy's just been a chameleon.
Let me ask you this: what's his best match?
No Way Out, or no, Royal Rumble 2000 Cactus Jack.
So I think it's the Undertaker match.
Which one?
When they both helped each other off.
In WrestleMania, or the first one or the second?
Ooh, well, I guess I'm confused. Well, probably the first one, because the second one, they were old. Well, Undertaker was older.
I'm with you. I mean, those are great matches.
Yeah.
But he was always losing. He was always helping.
You know, it's funny to make this about a sports comparison. Rob Gronkowski is considered one of the greatest tight ends of all time, right? Can you identify like his top 5 moments?
Well, it's funny you mention that one because I would probably say number one is, well, it's probably tough too. The catch in Super Bowl 53 against the Rams, which was ended his career.
Yep.
And it was no offense the entire game.
Yep.
And then he just came out of nowhere and helped out. And then also the push him out the club against the Colts.
That was great. And then the catch to set up the game winner versus the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. And
that crazy one across the middle against the Broncos when they came back 28.
Yeah, when they almost went for 2, or they went for 2. So, yeah, I mean, there are some, right? But this is why I'm trying to do the Vinatieri thing. Vinatieri, how many big kicks can you say outside of the Super Bowl ones, right? When it comes to Triple H, like that's why I look at it and say he was in some big matches. But do you consider them great ones?
Good point.
He's a great entertainer, and he's part of the future of the business. Maybe the fact that he wasn't one of the great ones and really knew his stuff, which is what makes him great.
Could be. But that's why I figured it would be a good conversation, because I don't know the answer.
Oh, yeah, Steve, listen, there is no wrong answer. You're not wrong either. Thanks, Steve. The Wally head back on a guy, and Willie Abreu just hit one like 400 feet.
Well, hey, the Scots are getting a show tonight, Joe. At least that's nice for the people of Scotland that came. And in Haiti, too. I feel like we're just talking about all the Scots. Haiti's got a big contingent here as well.
Yeah. Maybe Sam Kennedy was right. Once it gets hot.
Joe, Sam Kennedy has barely ever been right in his life.
Well, he did say when it gets hot, they'll start hitting.
Ask him about the injuries.
Dude, that Willie Abreu home run, though, that's one of those ones where you watch it go a little while. You know, when you're I was a left-hander. When you're a lefty and you hit a dead center like that, bro, I would bet that was 420. Because how far is it out there? He crushed that ball. By the way, I know there's a lot of flopping. Is this the first flopping World Cup conversation we're having now? I don't want to say I've seen flopping, but I have seen like Paraguay just jumping on the other team.
It's the World Cup, baby, Joe. Go all out.
Like, they didn't not try. He didn't use his arms.
That was a piggyback ride.
Like me, right? I would have probably tackled the guy because that would have been like natural. This guy just somehow went in the air, like Street Team Joe in the water doing his body surfing on top of the other guy. The ball is awesome, though. How do I get a signed ball? Well, welcome into our new audience. We've brought more people in, Skess. They're watching along. People are bringing up 1994. Yes, 1994, Gillette Stadium.
Great jerseys from 94.
You know who was on that team? Alexei Lalas.
That guy sucks. I can't believe we still trot his ass out there. That's probably the most embarrassing part of the World Cup so far is you get Thierry Henry, Rebecca Lowe, you get, Zlatan, and then Alexi Lawless. Talk about a guy that just doesn't belong. And they were crap. Zlatan and Thierry Henry couldn't wait to crap on Alexi Lawless right in front of him. It was great.
Can I tell you in 1994, Alexi Lawless was the man.
Glad I was 1 year old, Joe. Glad our standards have gotten better.
He does. Doesn't he look like he's been on acid? I'm not.
He just looks like an a-hole.
Well, I mean, he called somebody a wanker.
Yeah, can we say that, Joe? I don't even know. He actually said he was an effing wanker, I believe, right on the Fox broadcast, which I don't think you can do.
Don't think you can do. Oh, Fox. See, at least when when he was at ESPN, I get why he was there. I familiarized myself with Alexi Lawless of Team USA.
That's the problem, though, Joe, is that American soccer is represented by Alexi Lawless. Yep. I think we need to raise our standards a little bit.
32 years, Ken.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of what I'm saying.
You mean to tell me there's not another? Where's Tim Howard?
Well,
I don't know. I know nothing.
Yeah, Tim Howard and Landon Donovan really like to talk, maybe a little too much for the current U.S. men's generation. And then, the other guy would be like Chris Wondolowski, who missed the biggest chance in recent, maybe all of U.S. men's national history. So I would say it is slim pickings, but I like Dempsey. You know, when he's out there every once in a while, he can be a little cocky, but I think he's fine on the coverage. I think Taylor Twellman does a very good job. I think Charlie Davies does a very good job. I think there are good American soccer commentators. I just don't think Alexi Lawless is in the top 250.
So you mean to tell me that Landon Donovan and them are more risks to speak than the bloody wanker?
No, not more risk to speak. I would say they just Landon Donovan. I think if you asked today's men's national team, Landon Donovan and Tim Howard acted like they won a lot more than they did, but they certainly won more than this generation, and they certainly seem to care a lot more than this generation, which has been a big problem. But hopefully this World Cup changes that. But yeah, I would just say Alexi Lawless has been the unfortunate face of U.S. soccer.
I wish, because again, how do you make soccer better is a discussion I had earlier today on another show. Alexi Lawless can no longer be the face of U.S. soccer.
Thank you. If we are going to be taken seriously as a soccer nation, you can't trot out a guy that is mocked by his peers relentlessly in front of his face, and he takes it.
So, like, where I'm going with it, Ciaz, is I didn't get it until just now. Like, I needed him back now.
Yeah, you need to be reminded.
I needed it. And I don't understand. Was Fox like, yeah, man, we're going heavy this year. We got the rights to the World Cup, or whatever you call it. We need Alexi Lawless. This is why, listen, I think more kids are playing soccer than ever. I think that, Pop Warner football and stuff like that, kids aren't playing as much because they're playing soccer. I think the reason why soccer is also big in the United States is because for families, you know how long they're going to be there, right? Games are generally 90 minutes. It's 2 hours at the park. You can plan your day. It's a much easier sport to have your kids play, to plan your days and plan your life. But for the last 32 years, they've been trotting out Alexi Lawless. It's actually kind of embarrassing now. This is why Team USA, they need a new face. They need a new face. Maybe it's Christian Pulisic, but he can't do TV like, I'll tell you though, I think Taylor Twellman could do it. Because, guys, I've seen Taylor Twellman talk sports that's not soccer.
Yeah, it's some Jordan and Bill stuff for us.
Remember the last time we talked to him?
If I remember correctly, Joe.
That's right.
He's one of the first guys on the scoop.
He called into Felger and Bass today, which I tried. They beat us to him. Him and Felger are friends, I think. So whatever.
Of course.
But I don't think that's been mentioned yet.
That they're friends? Or?
No, the Alexi Lawless thing.
Yeah, he sucks.
This have just been the
You've
Fox.
Seen the light, Joe.
I now get why USA does not have a face because of that jerk. Wow.
Yeah.
I almost let one slip.
Can't say the W word either, Joe. I've been told.
Oh, I can't say
no.
Bloody W?
No.
Damn it.
So we might get, who knows? We'll see what happens.
Well, he said it. I was only saying what he said.
I think I covered you the first time.
You did?
I think the first time.
But the bloody one went right through.
We'll see. We learn. We don't know.
I was just saying what he said.
It's cultural, we're learning.
It wasn't my fault.
Blame Alexi Lawless.
Alexi Lawless, you suck. Got me in trouble.
No, not yet.
Face of the game, my ass.
It's a Friday night and it's 80 degrees out, Joe. We're fine.
You and your red hair with I swear to God, when you look at him, he looks like he was straight out of the 70s and back in 1994. Oh boy, what happened?
Oh, I'm much, much further ahead. My apologies.
I'm trying not to do the play-by-play. Go! 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 Was he offsides? Was he offsides? What are you talking about? He's offsides. That was a great goal call. Come on. He was offsides. We got to go to break. Can we review these? How do you review in soccer? What do you do?
Oh, Joe, if we want to get into VAR, we can do a whole nother discussion.
Oh, he even gave the... that was such a good goal call. Damn it.
Great buildup by the USA, too.
28-minute mark. Offside, you jerk. Hey, I got to keep it under 2.5 anyways. Hey, let's hit the break. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way.
We're back here. Team USA up 2-0 right now over Paraguay, and this might be the best I've ever seen Team USA play. I'm talking friendlies. I'm talking, what was the thing they played a couple of years ago?
The nations?
Whatever it was.
CONCACAF, Joe?
No, the one, it was like 2 years ago, and then they're like, what was that?
The Gold Cup?
Gold Cup. That's what it was. They're flying around.
Poch has the boys absolutely zooming, Joe. This is what you dream about.
All right, I'm not getting my
Paraguay stinks, though. Might be my biggest takeaway of the first half. Have they touched the ball?
Well, they had one chance, but they didn't get it. They didn't even get the shot on net.
They look awful.
I'm going to pull it up. I don't think they have a shot on net, dude. I'll look up the stats. They look horrific on defense. Horrific. But let's see if we can pull up the stats here. So now the total is now 3.5. Let me just tell you, the 2.5 ain't happening. USA will probably score another one. But as far as team stats go, though, looking at it here, I don't believe they have a shot on net. Okay, Team USA has one save, it says. But whatever. They're just destroying them. You know what I wanted to bring up quickly was, sometimes second basemen or shortstops complain about people sliding into them at second base. Dude, I watched Paraguay. I watched some guy run 10 yards and then slid on his leg right underneath the ball to take the guy out. That's way worse than what we see in a baseball game.
Contact sport, Joe.
Two dudes collided their heads earlier, too. Oh, there's match momentum. We see this thing? What's this thing here? So I think you're a little ahead of me because I'm in the studio on a Xfinity box. But what's this match? Are they trying to get people excited at home? You know what? That's what I don't need. Soccer, I just need the crowd, the announcer, and the ball. Remember when hockey they tried to put that little thing on the puck?
The puck tracer, Joe.
Don't need that.
The highlighter.
When it comes to soccer, I just need the crowd and the announcers.
I don't even need the announcers half the time.
Oh,
depending on who it is.
God. Oh, my
Martin
God.
Tyler or something.
My God. See, I like soccer. But I don't even care about the 2.5 anymore. It's not going to happen.
Might break it before half.
You know what? You know how I talk about at the blackjack table you can surrender? I would like to surrender my bet. Oh, actually, what is the cash out? Let's look that up. We're watching along here. Team USA. There's two things happening. The Red Sox are up 7-1. Who I didn't see that happening tonight. Oh my God, that was bad. And then we have what else do you guys want to talk? What are you going to talk about? Want to talk about Torts? Torts making another prediction. Do you know he's made two predictions before and lost both of them?
That wouldn't instill confidence in me if I was on the Vegas Golden Knights. Also wouldn't instill confidence in me that I have the only goalie in history to allow 4 or more goals in every game I've started in the Stanley Cup Finals. So I would say that's a problem for Vegas right now, would be their goaltender.
Yep. Well, just looking at some of the World Cup bets right now. Yeah, right now Team USA is minus 3,500 to win.
Feels safe.
And over 3.5 goals, guys. Over 3.5 goals plus 133. What do you think?
I don't hate it.
Can Paraguay score?
No.
I don't think they can.
I don't think they can either.
I think USA gets one more. I think Team USA gets one more. And you know what? Let's get another Wally head while we're at it. Jeez, what's up with the Red Sox tonight?
Some in the air, Joe.
Is it because
it's the Scots?
Oh, the shirts off movement. Here we go. Tarps. What do they call it? Tarps off. Where's everybody been all night? It was just us all night. Now you got Chris walking in. We got.
And check the phone, Joe. You mentioned Chris is here.
Oh!
All of a sudden, Joe, they come out of the woodwork. All of a sudden.
I believe that we can win. I believe that we can win. I believe that we can win. You know, I had an awesome goal call, I thought.
Bad news for you, Joe. It wasn't a goal.
I feel like we should say, so now we need me to have another goal to get a real goal call?
I can't save a fake goal call, Joe, you know?
It was a good one, though.
It was a good goal call, but he was offside.
So just so you know, when I grew up in Boston, right, we had Cablevision, and we had the Spanish channel, which I believe now would be called Telemundo.
Yes.
But back then it was just Channel 27 Boston, or whatever it was. And the World Cup games, I'd actually watch them on Channel 27 in Spanish.
I've been watching some of the World Cup games because they don't do the hydration break on Telemundo.
That's right. Yep. So the thing is their goal calls are tremendous. Oh, my God. So I forget the guy's name. If somebody can send it to me, back in like the 90s, and there was a guy from the 90s and 2000s.
Cantor?
He was from here. I think he was from here.
Andrea Cantor.
It might be him, if you can look him up. But he'd always have the go, like he would go, like he would just.
Yeah, Andres Cantor.
Where is he? Is he from? I always thought he was
He's
from
from Argentina, but I feel like he did have some kind of local connection. I don't know what it was.
It could have just been that he was on 27. I don't know. But man, 1994. That's what I was doing. I was watching on that.
Yes, I believe he is from Argentina, and he was very emotional when they won.
Man,
with Messi.
Maybe we should play some of him later. I've been saving all the goal calls. I wonder how it is on. Is Alexi Lalas calling who's calling the game? That probably doesn't matter. Where's our other buddy who retired there? Who'll be like that Messi?
Oh, Ray Hudson.
Ray Hudson.
Oh, the best. The GOAT.
Messi, the dramatics. Messi does it again.
Can you believe? Yeah, he was. I'll pull up some Ray Hudson for you, Joe.
He is just the Madonna of the sport. Sorry. All right. Well, speaking of our own Madonna, Street Team Joe's on the line. Hello.
Touch it in!
Joe.
What's up, Joe? What's up, Skaz and Chris? My favorite soccer call is the one that goes like, stunner! Absolute stunner!
Yep.
That's my number one.
Ray Hudson, I believe.
Oh, that is Hudson?
Ray Hudson, yeah. That's his name.
Yeah. I'm on my way home, Joe, from a little watch party. I bailed early. It was getting too hot in there for me.
Oh, it's a hot one tonight, Joe.
Joe, I mean, my sweat meter was just so high up, no one could see me like that. So I had to, Irish goodbye.
Joe, what's your sweat meter? Because, know what mine is? Do you know under boob sweat? You know what I mean?
Yeah, mine's, I have more of an under armpit is like my worst. Like it will just go down the whole length.
We're talking about sweat meters back. Does Neil have a sweat meter? Mine's under boob.
So you're saying like a day like today, Joe, is tough.
Yeah, like a day like today, the pits are wet. All right.
Yeah, my pits, Joe, are like if someone saw my shirt right now, they'd be like, "That kid's dying alone."
Yeah. Well, and then sometimes it's that back near your butt.
Yeah, yeah.
Go!
One of my friends.
Team USA now up 3-0 in the 49th minute. They're rolling them out tonight at SoFi Stadium. Team USA goes up 3-0. What's up, Joe?
Joe, the bar was wall packed tonight. I think there's a lot of hype. I mean, we knew this was coming, but there's a lot of hype. I think there's every person who can hop on the bandwagon is hopping on. I think the bar, it was like probably an hour to get in, and all those people are just going to be screwed because people are staying the whole game.
They're just going to sweat.
They're just going to sweat. But, yeah, I did have to back out due to sweat. I did check my underboob. There is a little sweat.
Yeah, it's the underboob for me. And like I said, it's if you ever played football, you know that butt pad they give you to put in the middle of your butt? Protects your tailbone area, whatever.
Yeah. I haven't even bothered to reach back there yet.
Yeah, we don't want the swashing.
Yeah. But all I know is I need a shower.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, we asked an expert tonight about the Giannis situation, and after discussing it, it feels like the Celtics are in it, but Miami might have the best for Giannis. It's just if Giannis wants to play in Boston, it will happen.
Okay, well, I'm pretty hopeful that he thinks if he wants to win, that's a top priority. We have a much better chance to win than Miami does. Of just him and Bam, is that enough? That's not enough to get it done.
All right, no, it'd be all their picks and Tyler Herro.
Yeah. So I mean, Hawkes, Giannis, and Bam. I still don't think that's nearly Norman Powell. Doesn't sound very intriguing to me.
No.
That's the whole reason I think it's going to get done, Joe. Is I think we give them the best chance to win. I keep saying we, too, but you know what I mean.
Yep. What'd you eat tonight?
I had a short rib grilled cheese.
Short rib inside of grilled cheese?
No, just a short rib grilled cheese. Like a grilled cheese with short rib in it.
Yeah, that's what I said.
With a little au jus.
Au jus.
Au jus.
Did you dip the au jus or did you spread the au jus?
I'm a dipper.
Me, I'm a dipper too.
Yeah. Your Sonny Gray comments, wouldn't it be, if it's like his sunny days, that would infer he would pitch bad, right?
Well,
so doesn't it have to be reversed?
No. Because the point of the movie is she giving him the "it's like one of my sunny days" comment was her looking out for him. So therefore, now sunny days becomes a good thing.
No, I know, but she hates.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that you do.
But she knows that he hates sunny days. Or that he knows that she hates sunny days.
Yeah, but she said to him, "I want you to come here. It's like one of my sunny days," and it became
so that the first bad things would happen if he came.
Yes, but she used it as a positive.
All right, we'll agree to disagree on that one.
Hey, listen, Joe, just go with it, will you?
It will be like one of my sunny days.
All right, dude, we gotta go to break.
You guys have a good night now. I'm gonna get by Skaz a Giannis jersey. Just let him know.
Thank you. All right, bye. Thanks, Joe. Maybe we should start doing sweat meters. Like we put our body up against something that shows where our sweat is. Are we at halftime? Halftime! We'll take a break. This hour of the Sports Hub has been brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 15% off an extra for oil change. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
Balogun has 2 goals for Team USA in this one. They also had a goal, an own goal, that added the second goal of the game, or the first goal, excuse me, for Team USA right now. Bobadilla with the was credited for that goal. Earlier today, Canada and Bosnia, they had a draw. Over at Fenway Park, the Red Sox have a 7-1 lead, top of the 8th inning. Sonny Gray, 6 innings, 5 hits, had 7 strikeouts, only 88 pitches, looking for his 8th win of the year. Home runs, though, by Wilyer Abreu and Wilson Contreras, and on Rafael, also a couple of hits and an RBI in this one. And your headlines are brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss, a no-risk, all-rewards path to real weight loss. If you're not happy with your results in the first week, get 100% off your money back. It's awaken180weightloss.com, and I'm Joe Murray.
Diving effort. He's got a breakaway. Goes to the backhand. Throws it in front. Coming to the spot.
The Sports Hub.
All right, the game. She sang the national anthem tonight. Ooh, Landon Donovan looks like he's got a new set of hair.
Oh, does he, Joe?
Looks like he's got some new lettuce. I'll put it in this.
His hair never looks good. Does it look good? Because he had a hairpiece that was bad for a while.
Well, I just threw it in Slack so you can take a look at it. I'm really behind tonight, huh? Even our people in our chat are like, Joe, it's 10-1. It's 10-1. I must have just missed it.
Joe, I'll say it. I don't think that looks good. That is clearly not his hair.
You know what? Why don't people just embrace the bald, bro?
Yeah, he would be a fine bald guy, I think.
You know who's never going to go bald? Chris DeSisto.
Yeah. Chris DeSisto?
That kid is never going bald.
He's not going bald, yeah. I'm never going bald.
Well,
No way.
know what I think is going to happen to you is yours is just going to go back a little more, but you're always going to have a whiffle.
Always. Yep. All the Italians.
Does your old man have?
Full head of hair. His father, full head of hair. All the Italians, yeah.
Yeah.
Neil not liking that comment back here.
About the hair?
Yeah. Me saying all the Italians still have their hair.
Can I be honest with you? I don't think I've ever seen Neil without a hat on.
He's taken it off before.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I've seen him not often, but
I actually don't know if Neil has hair or not because I only have seen him with a hat on. Oh, he's bald.
He's pretty bald.
That's familiar now.
Yeah, it's familiar now that you see
now
it.
that I've seen it.
It's like Alexi Lawless. You forgot how much you knew until you saw him again.
Exactly. You know? So, to give you a betting line here, USA is going to roll. The question is, does Paraguay score, and would you bet both teams to score? Because, we need some action here for the second half. You know what I mean?
Pulisic, Joe. We need him.
So should we just take Pulisic goal? Is that it, or let it ride?
We already got it, Joe. It's already taken.
Wait, well, listen. Did you know that right now on DraftKings, they are offering up live odds at the moment? And right now it's Pulisic to score a goal. What was it? Did they take it off the board? Oh, my God. I just saw it. They might have taken it off.
Well, I think they're coming out for the second half. That could be it, Joe.
It was, do you think a substitute will score a goal? Chris, okay, it's plus 350, but let's roll.
Personally, me, Joe, I would like to see Haji Wright get in this game and score a goal, or Ricardo Pepi. I would like to see both those guys get some minutes. So
I just took Pulisic again.
Okay. I'm a Haji Wright guy, so I'd like to see him get some minutes.
Well, if you would like a Haji Wright goal.
Yeah, let me know what that is, Joe.
Mr. Haji Wright would be... Where are you, Mr. Haji?
He's a big boy.
Pulisic plus 350, Tillman 600, Santabria. I don't think they have your guy on here.
He's coming off the bench, Joe. Don't worry. I'm confident.
They have Alonso. Oh, it just game must have started. I don't really have much of a music today, but it was hot. And I bet you tomorrow, if you're driving anywhere, it's going to be an absolute cluster.
I got one for you, Joe. I got a buddy who in town for work from the West Coast. He texted me and said, hey, I think we should have a Patriots Place tomorrow to watch the games. It's exactly what I said. I said, are you out of your mind? I said I live 15 minutes from there. You think I want to sit in my car for 3 hours, 15 minutes from my house? Come over if you want. We can watch the games.
Come over to the house.
We'll get some takeout or something.
Just come over.
Yeah, he's like,
I got the dogs.
We can go for the first games. I'm like, yeah, and then we're never leaving probably.
That's great. We can go to the first games. Be like you. The sweat meter would come out.
Oh, the sweat meter, Joe. I didn't even think of the sweat meter.
Do you ever get weird sweat spots for real?
Back of the neck sometimes. That's one.
Like the one on like when you work out.
Yeah, like that. That's
there.
Yard work. I feel like that's where it'll get me. Back of the neck.
Do you know where I never get it, but I see most people get it? Is this neck area?
Oh, like the collar? I don't really get the collar.
I don't get that
sweat.
either, man.
No,
but the pits. Oh, baby.
You're a pit sweat guy.
And I get it like down the arm, like if I'm wearing a shirt.
You're getting like a tributary down there. It's just running.
Yeah. And I'm bald, so like my head, not the forehead, the top.
Sweating?
Oh, sweat, baby.
SPF 50? What are we doing on top of the head, Joe?
Yeah, it's a 50.
It's a 50.
But once I get the glow, baby, I don't use anything. So I tan first. I use the block first, and then
block first, tan.
Did I just drop a "You and Me, Baby Ain't Nothing But Mammals" song in there?
Joe, I don't know. I don't know what that song is.
You know, look up. It's you got to look.
Is it Safe for Air?
You got to look up the clean version.
We've already pushed the limits tonight, Joe.
Does Neil remember Mammals? The song Mammals?
He remembers.
I forget what was the name of the band again.
The Bloodhound Gang.
Bloodhound Gang. I almost said Fine Young Cannibals, but that was the other band that did. She Drives Me Crazy. See if there's a clean version. But because Eminem in his first song ever goes, "We ain't nothing but mammals."
Joe, this song is not being played, I don't think.
Yeah, sweat.
From
baby,
a very
sweat,
brief
baby.
look
Put your
up.
hand down my pants, and I bet you.
I think we can barely let you sing it at this point.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. I really want to hear it right now. Can you at least play like a instrumental version of it? Now you ever you need to hear it now? Team USA up 3-0 right now, 47.
Joe, I don't know if I'm happy or disappointed to report I was in the system. So, yep. Neil said, "Hey, why don't you just see if that's in the system?" And I just typed in Bloodhound, and sure enough, Joe, that 19-second clip, somebody had it saved in wide orbit at some point.
I have a story.
Do you think that was you, Joe?
No, I don't know how to save anything in the system.
No, but I'm saying, do you think that was because of you?
Oh, maybe. Yeah. But the sweatometer, this is what we need now. We need to make a bit. We need to get the beginning of that song that you'll have to cut off after the beginning lines, and where it's like sweat, baby, and then we'll have the sweat meter.
What if we had Street Team Joe sing it?
Yes. You know what? We've been going for a little while here. Can I ask a song? It's Friday night. Can I ask for a song request?
Joe, we're surprisingly on clock, so you can ask whatever you want.
Can I get a Zidane Zidane?
Oh, yeah, finally. Yeah, give me 1 second.
Let's go to break. Right now, 3-0 Team USA. It's getting chippy out there. I doubt Paraguay scores. So just so we know, they've changed the way now, the direction that they're kicking. So I told you before it was left to right. If it was on your radio, they are now right to left where they're shooting. But right now Paraguay is threatening. They're trying to at least. But Team USA said, nope, get that ball out of here. We'll take a break. I'm Joe Murray. Two things I wanted to bring up as we're continuing to watch USA Paraguay here. You can join us on youtube.com. Search 98.5 The Sports Hub. You can just watch live right there. Feel free to join our chat tonight. We have a large group of chat people that are in there. They thought that there should have been a review on one of the... Ooh, a bicycle kick. Is that ooh, oh. Is that Paris Hilton? Is that Paris Hilton? That's Paris Hilton, right? I haven't seen Paris Hilton in like 10 years. That was Paris Hilton, right?
I don't know, Joe. I only saw her very briefly. Are you a big Paris Hilton guy?
Well, I watched the show growing up with her and Lionel Richie's daughter.
Nicole
believe. Richie. And she was terrible. She was hot. So it's kind of like I'll remember her for being hot more than terrible.
I'm never a Paris guy, Joe.
What about a Heidi from the
Heidi
Hills?
Klum?
No, well, Heidi Klum.
How old do you think Paris Hilton is, Joe?
I'm 44, so she's got to be like 41.
45.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
Paris Hilton's older than you, Joe.
She looks great.
February 17th, 1981.
What does she know about soccer?
Joe, she knows it's L.A. and it's a place to be. She's Paris Hilton.
Yes, that's right. Her last name is royalty. She had a sex tape, right?
I don't know. Before my time. I'm getting a yes from the back room.
See, I knew that. So we have this back-to-back nights. Kim Kardashian last night. Paris Hilton tonight. Are they were friends, right? Yeah, they were friends. Yeah, and it was funny the other night.
Good PR for one, bad for the other.
Yeah,
or is that fair to say?
One Kim Kardashian rose. The other one fell. But just to bring it up, Kendall Jenner, or is it Kylie? Who dates the New York Knicks guy? Chalamet guy. Who dates Chalamet? That guy?
Jenner.
Katie?
Kylie.
Well, anyway,
Kylie.
she hugged, I think, Taylor Swift at the game.
Okay.
But there used to be beef because of the Kanye and the Kim, and then they were all, and then
Joe, you're miles ahead of me on this.
Oh, this was big. Yeah, this was a thing. And then Scooter Braun was with Sydney Sweeney was at the game. They're showing Billy Crystal and like everybody else.
I'll take Billy Crystal over Sydney Sweeney any day of the week. That's Mike Wazowski, brother.
Now, Harry Met Sally, that's a different story, Billy Crystal. He did City Slickers, too, right?
Yeah, he's in Monsters, Inc. His work, he's Harry, Joe.
Yeah, he's Harry. There you go. Yeah. But I don't know. Sydney Sweeney, Euphoria. Did you see that?
No, and neither of you, Joe.
I saw the preview. Anyways, if that was Paris Hilton, I want to know why.
Because it's L.A., Joe. It's a place to be.
So
she's a headline maker.
We can call people who go to the Knicks games frauds.
Joe, every American soccer fan that isn't, me, that's been, watching the Rebs for the last couple of years is a fraud. Are you kidding me?
Tom Cruise? Fraud.
Yeah, Beckham. Beckham, you think he's an American soccer? No, he knows he's paying Messi $1 billion.
There you go. You know what? Good point. How could you call people that are New York Knicks fans frauds when you look at all these jerks?
Yeah, you think Monica McNutt's watching Team USA tonight, Joe? I thought the midday show handled the Monica McNutt conversation very well. I was impressed with Scott Solak's reserve during that conversation. I don't know if we got any of D's nuts jokes.
A lot of these guys taking many shots to the D's. He just got knocked over right there. On a serious note, quickly, Sonny Gray tonight was outstanding for the Red Sox. They win 10-1. Sonny Gray is now 8-1 on the year. Had 7 strikeouts, 88 pitches, and they in Sonny Gray starts this year. And if I made a graphic, I would call it one of those sunny days. The Red Sox in Sonny Gray starts this year are 9-3. He started 12 games. He's won 8 of them.
Is that good?
Yeah, they're 9-3 under Sonny Gray.
What are you going to get for him, Joe?
A boatload. And you know what I would do? I'd call St. Louis again.
Oh, you're doing a deal with Heim?
And I'm going to be like, dude, listen.
We have our stuff back.
Yeah, yes. Well, whoever's taking over, for real, go get Blaze Jordan back. You know why? He'd hit this damn lineup.
They're not. They're not.
Where's our buddy Tubbies? I mean Tibbs.
Yeah, Tubbies. Tibbs. Jimmy Tibbs there.
He's hitting 18 home runs right now in the Pacific League. Good. Yes, I would call. Dude, St. Louis is in it.
They could use a guy
I'd
like
call
Sonny
Wilson
Gray.
Contreras too.
Where's Chapman going?
New York Yankees.
I heard Aaron Boone said we're not apologizing to Aroldis Chapman. We don't owe him an apology.
What happened?
That I don't know.
Oh, we got to sniff around on that one. What does he want an apology for? While we're talking about great pitching feats, one of the guys' cards that I'm collecting the most right now is
the Miz?
Jacob Mizorowski.
The Miz, Joe, the new Miz.
Did you see what he did tonight?
105.
9 innings, no runs, 15 strikeouts, one hit, and went the distance, complete game, 95 pitches, 26 whiffs. They call it a Maddox, right? Isn't that like the term, the Maddox? Have you guys heard that, or am I just out there? They call it a Maddox when you throw a complete game shutout?
I believe so, yeah. Under a certain number of pitches, yeah.
But 15 straight. This dude, Paul Skeens gets a lot. Skeens is great, don't get me wrong, but he gets hit. Skubal is great too. While we're on it, should we mention, did somebody kind of whisper or was there a note or a letter in Garrett Crochet's locker when he got to Boston today? Because it sounds like, Skaz, the lat isn't as bad as we thought it was. So what happened there?
You believe in that, Joe?
I think he walked in today in Boston, got back in, sat down at his locker, and there was a note in there from somebody that said, your lat looks fine.
I do have bad news, Joe, too. Christian Pulisic did not come out for the second half. He was substituted.
Do I get my bet back?
No, I don't think so. But Garrett Crochet, his lat's fine.
This is why betting on soccer is not great. Oh, Pulisic, they took him out.
Save his legs. It's 3-0.
Coach's name again?
I like that move from Poch. Mauricio Pochettino.
Is Matt Turner playing?
I have not seen Matt Turner. I don't think even if he was in there, he'd be seeing too much action, but...
Ooh, that guy fell. But yes, Crochet must have got some sort of pep talk. Lat's doing, might not be the All-Star break, but I'm going to come back this year. Yeah, right. What the hell's going... Where's the communication, please? Where is it? Like, come on. He says it looks worse than we were, then today it's actually not as bad as we thought. What happened?
But he's still not going to be back anytime soon, so...
Jerks. Get it right, will ya? Someone just sent me a picture of Ralph. Not Ralph. Who was the kid that was the punk in The Simpsons? He's the kind of a chubby kid. He always goes, yeah. Nelson.
Yeah.
And they just sent me a picture of Nelson with a soccer ball smoking a cigarette. That's people in Boston tonight.
I'm sorry?
people in Boston, they're probably out in the common, smoking a cig, kicking a soccer ball around. Would you rather the hacky sack or a soccer ball?
Soccer ball.
Me too.
Only good hacky's just sand hacky, and those are tough to find.
You play hacky growing up?
I mean,
yeah, we did. I'd bring them out all.
Used to have family in Colorado, like way up in the mountains. That's what they would do up there. Nothing to do, a lot of hacky.
Know what we used to do? Underhanded sacky wiffle ball. So we'd hit a wiffle ball bat in a hacky sack. Sometimes those beans would explode in your face.
Be careful whacking your sack like that.
That's
Joe.
right. I know. It's bad. Anyways. Well, Sonny Gray's good. Jacob Mizorowski's great. And Garrett Crochet is not hurt.
Not hurt, Joe. He's fine. He's great. Good.
He's not
perfect.
hurt.
Everything's fine.
So there is your...
Craig Breslow will be fired, but not today.
He's going to get fired.
Giannis will be traded, but not today.
But it might not be to the Celtics either.
It might be.
I have a question that I would like to ask on the next side. What's more likely to happen? the Vegas Golden Knights come back and win the Stanley Cup, or the San Antonio Spurs come back and win the NBA championship. We'll do that as we'll get our final headline of the night. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines.
All right, Team USA up 3-0 over Paraguay. It's the 66th minute. So right now it's 3-1 Team USA. When the guy scored the goal for Paraguay, there was like no emotion from anybody except the guy who scored the goal. Like nobody came over to hug him. Hey, that goal, Skaz, I kind of I need to see it again. Was it a lapse? Was it a nice play? Was it a squeaker?
It was a good pass. Freedom. Not the best defense you'll ever see, but...
Is it because Team USA went with a few backups?
There's a couple backups, mostly up front, but yeah, there's a couple backups in there.
They shouldn't have gave up a goal.
No, they shouldn't have. You hope it doesn't. I mean, it shouldn't, in this group stage, come back to bite them, but goals do matter. Goal differential does matter. So, obviously Mexico, not in the USA's group. I'm trying to think of their group right now when we will see the rest of their group play. Let me pull it up here.
I'm upset that I didn't take both teams to score now.
Yes, Turkey, Australia. So, yeah, they will play... So they play Australia June 19th and then Turkey after that. I'm trying to find out when they play each other. Oh, they play Sunday. So you got to watch that one. See what happens Sunday at noon. Australia, Turkey.
Looking at tomorrow, Skaz, Qatar and Swiss. The Swiss are huge favorites.
As they should be. Swiss are a very good team. They play well internationally. A couple guys you should know on that team. More of a defensive team. I'm trying to think of... Shaqiri might still be there. Grant Xhaka is probably there. But yeah, that should be one where that I don't want to say blowout because USA's up 3-0 in this one, but that maybe the first game that really is a chance to get ugly in the tournament. But you never know. With Qatar, the heat could play a factor in that one. We've talked about the heat, Joe. So maybe you look at Qatar and see where the game is, check the weather. You never know, Joe. And then Brazil, right? That's the next game, 6 o'clock.
You know what? I think minus 150 is a good number. The only other thing I'd look at is regulation, like in case there's a draw, Brazil's minus 150 in that one. I don't have much on Morocco. Brazil will be without Neymar. But 150 is Skaz, 300 is probably where I would stay away, 300 to 100. But 150 to 100, I'm kind of in on that.
Yeah, and Neymar, people hear the name Neymar, obviously, one of the great players of this generation, no denying that. He is a little older. He has been very injury-prone over the last couple of years. So while his injury, you want to see him out there, fans want to see him out there, I don't think it's... If there's one thing Brazil has, it's scorers and strikers and guys that you would hope, on paper should put the ball in the back of the net. So in the group stage, I don't think that is a massive, massive problem for them, but we'll see. We'll see. They've struggled in the World Cup in recent years.
And then finally, we got at Boston Stadium, 9 o'clock tomorrow. Scotland. The Scots in Haiti play. Scotland favored minus 175 to win 100. Total 2.5 on that one. It will be at Boston Stadium on the grass. Nighttime tomorrow night. Scotland's a heavy favorite. They should win. What's Haiti's status?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone has been talking about Scotland. Their best player is probably Scott McTominay. He used to play, he was a Manchester United Academy, I think, or something like that, but he's been unbelievable in Serie A over in the Italian league since he's gone over there. He'll probably be the guy to watch in that match. Joe, I'll be honest with you, I don't know a ton about Haiti. From what I've read, it's their first time in 52 years, I think, in the World Cup. So, I mean, there's just not a ton on them. They finished atop their group in the CONCACAF, so slightly familiar with them from that. They had 3 wins and 2 draws, but everything took place outside of the country, so you never know. I would say Scotland should be the favorite in that one. I'm just more familiar with their players.
So there's your World Cup for tomorrow, and there may be a special featured guest tomorrow on Matt McCarthy's show from 12 to 2, I believe.
I believe he's on from 2 to 4.
2 to 4. Okay.
But the guest, we'll see, 2:30-ish is what I'm told.
And then, is the Turkey Australia game at 12 a.m.? Saturday
I
night?
believe.
Okay, so it's a noon timer. Okay,
I think it's at noon on Sunday.
The only reason why I say it is it says 12 a.m. on ESPN, and I don't trust them anyways. Germany, Carousel. Remember, we have a guy that for the radio?
Quincy.
Quincy, yeah, that's right. And then Holland or Netherlands and Japan.
Quincy was in the chat this week, I believe.
Dude, I think Japan can hang around. I like Holland. The Netherlands guys, I always back. I feel like Japan can keep that one close. The line's basically, toss up. Ecuador, Ivory Coast. Ecuador is a dog or a slight favorite at plus 145. And then you'll get Sweden versus Tunisia. And that Sweden should. I actually don't. It's funny. I would roll with Sweden in that one, but I believe Tunisia has been somewhat decent.
No more Zlatan either, Joe. You're just gonna have to watch him do the halftime now.
So there's your weekend World Cup, and then Monday we'll get Spain, Cape Verde, and we're gonna get Spain, Belgium, Uruguay, and Iran and New Zealand on Monday. So. When is the UFC 250? Is that this weekend?
I don't know. I feel like I've started to see rumblings of it. Our guy Ryan Garvin was in the building today. I think he did say it was this Saturday.
Okay, dude.
I think.
UFC 250. I'm just trying to look it up. UFC, when is the date? Dude, so it's the 12th through 14th, which is this weekend. We don't do a lot of UFC talk on the show. I know enough to be dangerous when it comes to UFC. But I'm telling you, that is going to be a social media frenzy. Like, I just saw Paris Hilton and Tom Cruise and Beckham, and I get distracted, right? The hell are we going to see there that night? And I believe it's a TKO presentation, so do you think we'll see Jonathan Kraft? Or Robert? Because Jonathan's part of TKO or does something involvement.
There's a finals game, though. Is there not?
Jesus, tomorrow's going to be like one of the craziest sports days ever.
World Cup. You got the NHL on Sunday.
Last week was the horse race already happened, right?
No horse race.
Was that at Saratoga, by the way?
It was.
How the hell did I miss that?
My dad was there.
Oh, Jesus.
Tearing it up.
Why didn't we have him on the show for an expert?
Not an expert. Just plays one.
Yeah, right. Hey, listen, we have our interns calling us experts. Your dad's more than welcome.
He just likes to bet on the ponies,
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's question for you. More likely to win. The Vegas Golden Knights down 3-2, or the San Antonio Spurs down 3-1 in the NBA Finals?
Yeah, for me, this is the Knights in a landslide, and I don't think either team is going to come back. But if you're asking me to choose one, hockey, I think, is obviously the one where comebacks happen. And, Vegas, I do think on paper is probably the more talented team than Carolina. I do think Carolina is the better team, if that makes any sense. But I don't expect either of these teams to come back, to be honest with you. But I think the team more equipped to do it would be the Vegas Golden Knights, especially because they have guys that have been there and done that before.
You know how both teams, there's been people who predicted both. John Tortorella says he's leaving his clothes at the hotel. Oh, you know what, by the way? Somebody asking John Tortorella if he should have gone to Aiden Hill when Corey Hart has given up 4 straight goals in 5 games. 4 goals in 5 straight games. But yet,
that feels like a fair question.
But yet you think he thought it was the stupidest question he ever heard when Aiden Hill has won a cup, by the way.
Yeah, I think that's a fair question.
He goes, the stupidest question I ever heard is what he said. Hated that. Stupid, dumb. And then he comes back with, I'm leaving my pants here. We're coming back. I don't know. Is Torts, once Torts starts becoming a jerk, dude, I think it starts to fall apart. That was a jerk moment. Sorry. If I asked that question and he said that to me, I would have been like, hey, wait, hang on. What? And I would have challenged him.
Local guy.
I'm not going to win a fight with Torts, by the way. But I wouldn't let him talk to me like that. Well, hey there, Mr. Genius. You're leaving a goalie in there who scored for giving up 4 goals in 5 straight games. So is it so stupid after all, sir? And then they kicked me out.
Joe, I think you got a pretty good shot against Torts. He's 5'8" and 67 years old. I think you could pick him up and toss him around.
Oh, I do too.
He's like a little Jack Russell Terrier or something, though. He's a little yapper spaniel.
Yeah,
he likes to talk.
He would try to slow me down, but I'd get him.
Joe, I do have some, I don't want to call it breaking news, but it is U.S. men's national team news that on a night they open the World Cup in L.A., they're up 3-1. It's the 86th minute. They're soaring. I see this tweet from our friend Tom Bogart, who does a great job covering the MLS and the United States men's national team for The Athletic. He tweets, Christian Pulisic, this 35 minutes ago, Christian Pulisic subbed off at halftime, no reason given yet. Don't think much of it. And 20 minutes ago, he tweets, Mauricio Pochettino will address the Christian Pulisic sub in the post-game press conference per a team spokesperson. No further explanation update until then. That would be in the middle of the second half. A spokesperson for the team felt the need to say that the manager will be commenting on Pulisic's substitution. Now, as a fan, Joe, I had just seen Pulisic substituted up 2-0 and didn't think much of it. Said, hey, great job. This one's in the bag. Let's rest our superstar. Let's protect him. These guys have been hacking already. Is Christian Pulisic hurt, Joe? What's going on? What's up with that?
Remember when I made the joke about sliding into the second baseman or the shortstop? He took a big one. And if I'm speculating, he fell on his hip. Like, dude, he was down and he wasn't joking. The way he got knocked out there, but he stayed in the game. So maybe it's just precautionary. You know what I will say? I know it's 3-1 and it's the 86th minute and they're going to probably just kind of wind it down here.
Not an inspiring second half.
No. But I will tell you, that first half might have been the best Team USA soccer game I've seen since the Howard days, which was how many years ago? 8?
Long time. No, more than that, I think.
12?
That game against Belgium was, yeah.
He was great.
16 saves.
Who is the other kicker that Team USA? Tommy Miola. Do you remember him at all?
No.
He got a tryout with the New York Jets.
I remember Carlos Valderrama. Jermaine Jones, I was a big fan of.
They just pull out the yellow card? Those kits look good, baby. I got to tell you, even Paraguay's look pretty good.
I mean, Joe, growing up, it was Brandy Chastain and Mia Hamm were the biggest names in American soccer.
Brandy, listener to the station.
That's right. I did hear that.
Oh, he got hit right in the... Uh-oh. I'm behind, I guess. All right. Well, we got to get out of here, everybody. Enjoy your weekends. That Saturday, that UFC thing this week.
Oh, Joe, I'm going to be not for the UFC. I could care less about that.
No,
but just
dude,
everything else.
I'm going to tell you, Saturday night. You know how your buddy said, "Let's hang out."
Come on over.
That might be
get the quad box going.
Get it all going. Get your social medias open. Like I'm here on Sunday morning, everybody, with Matt Doloff. Garvin will be here. I think Street Team Joe will be here. But dude, I might just do that all day. I might just act like I am Michael Che and Colin Jost and just pull up stuff that happened on Saturday night. This hour of the Sports Hub has been brought to you by